we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. I don't want love, no. Forget that heat, bitch. Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go. Guessing it was me, guess I never know. I don't want love no more, I'm sure. 'Cause I can't do this anymore. Give me that bag, girl, you got my soul. Look what Kelly did to the girl I know. Try to let go, but she got control. Got my text on red, and your heart so blue. Didn't want love, but it's all I know. Thought I hit the lotto, she hit me with the follow. She just another model, but is she over 30K? She ain't gon' stay. Watch her run away, got another money chase. And she looks so good in that all white lace. And she let me get a taste, so I guess it ain't a waste. Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go. Guessing it was me, guess I never know. I don't want love no more, I'm sure. 'Cause I can't do this anymore. Won't play this part no more, part no more. Behind closed doors, there's so much more. Your heart's not pure, your heart's not pure. I'm tired of sentimental, go and get a rental. Winning right now, but I know you love to settle. Everything you want, girl, I'm not that guy. And you use your tries on the last 10 times. I still can't be giving my trust. Every other girl now's way too sus. Even if it's shallow, then the shit still trust. And it's way too much. Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go. Guessing it was me, guess I never know. I don't want love no more, I'm sure. 'Cause I can't do this anymore. 'Cause I can't do this anymore. 'Cause I can't do this anymore. 'Cause I can't do this anymore.
What is going on, guys? It is episode 29 of Nerdy in the Morning. And folks, I thought yesterday was insane. I mean, we already had enough on our plate as it was, considering the whole situation to begin with. Like, I was really dreading this episode. I thought I had to go through the rest of that crappy video. I thought I had to watch Noodles' video, which everyone kept saying, Noodles' video is very good. Noodles' video is awesome. It's excellent. It called out Seth the programmer. Well, Keemstar yesterday did an interview with Clyde, and oh my god, let me double check how long that show was. I swear, I think it lasted like 8 hours. Let me check here. I'm sorry, it lasted 6 hours and 44 minutes, and I doubt it's timestamp. But this is easily the most viewed episode of the Keemstar show. It has 180,000 views. All I'm saying is, I'm glad I went live before all that went down. Unfortunately, I don't have timestamps. So we're just gonna periodically, we're just gonna be searching into the abyss for stuff. But I will say, what Clyde's 3-hour video was attempting to do to Seth did to himself. Like, Seth did it to himself, because eventually Seth called into the show, because originally it was just supposed to be an interview with Clyde, and then Clyde's friends came in, Swag Kage came in, some of Seth's friends came in. It became diet internet blood sports for the most part. Like, like when they were trying to get to the allegations, as a way to get back at him, uh, Seth and his friends decided to say that Noodles, one of the guys involved, was was a cuck because his girlfriend, I guess, cheated on him. Keem was loving every moment. I don't know if Keem was loving every moment. I think I definitely think it took him back. I think he mentioned it during the stream. Like, this is taking him back to like 2012 internet. You know. Talking. Thank you for the retweet, DMax. By the way, guys, if you're new, make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you want. But okay, I'm kind of dreading going into the Seth the Programmer stuff. So we do have some light stuff here and there. If you didn't see it, our lovely Peepaw finally came up with a name for his fan base. He's calling them the Coffee Beans. He's literally calling his fan base beaners, guys. They're literally coffee beaners, guys. Well, also, some of you may know the Hen House podcast that was hosted by Ember Lily and Bunny. Ghosty was their producer. That's why he kept it going. We got Coffee Beans and Chat by DMX, yeah. So they decided to end the show, and here's the tweet right here. The original tweet is from Ember Lily. We're gonna end the Hen House podcast on a high note. We had so much fun, but unfortunately, real life strikes, and we won't be able to continue the show. But stay tuned, and we will be back with bells on when we can. Ghosty, the producer, screenshotted this and tweeted out, the reason why we stopped crap was because you had no empathy for me while I was going through things with losing my mom. You got mad because of one simple mistake and cussed at me because I couldn't stick around to do your live broadcast on your channel. Plus, I know for a fact that even after the first episode, you wanted to get rid of me for what? No effing reason. You were a Def Noodles fan and got real sad when I had one idea. When I said one idea of yours was stupid. You cried to me about it. Stop faking the accent, by the way. So Ghosty here is alleging that she's faking the accent. I think that's the most serious accusation right here, is faking the accent. I don't know about you guys. I don't care about the dead mom. I don't care about her being mean to him. I care about her faking that accent, okay? Because if she's faking that accent, I don't know what to tell you, honey child. I don't know what to tell you. Some serious accusations there. I can't even do a good accent. So I need Peepaw to come in. I need Xylee to call in. We need a Southerner's perspective on this. She's what, you know how, like, I think it's cultural appropriation if she is faking to be a Southerner. She's faking to be a Southerner for clicks, guys. That's like the most evil thing in this scenario. And then she replies to him by saying, you got quote-unquote fired the first time. It was a joke, as was the whole theme of our show. Yeah, I had a bad mood. Maybe I was a B-word on the fourth filming of an episode. I apologize to you. I apologize to everyone involved. I even told you I was taking a break. I understand you're mad, but this isn't at all necessary. All you're doing is acting bad, if not worse than what you're accusing me of. There were lots of factors in deciding to end the show. None of them are public matter. So I'm asking, please stop. But Bunny be on the ghosty side. How could she? Yeah, I've seen some clips of that accent stuff. Oh, have you? Have you, DMax? Interesting. Very, very interesting. How could she? I know, Assassin. How could she? Yep, it is. Plain Southern girly for clicks. JK says Bon Jovi. Now, if you don't know who Bunny is, Bunny pretends to be a clown on the internet so that way man can donate to her. And like, she's not like a Twitch webcam girl. She's an actual webcam girl. And this is a screenshot of me. Like, what exactly happened? What was she yelling at him about? So the tweet says, "For everyone who has been asking me why the podcast ended, here you go. Ghosty was going through probably the hardest thing I could ever imagine, and he didn't deserve to be treated or spoken to the way he was. I had to walk away after that." And then I asked, what exactly happened? What was she yelling at him about? It was a lot of overreacting to not so big issues. A lot of very hurtful things were said, I'm sure out of anger, but that's no excuse. And like Ghosty said, there was a clear lack of empathy, or even just decency. Not my vibe. Oh, and comparing him losing his job to losing his mom. Disgusting. And then we have the hen house ended because of me, because I had a bad day and lost my cool. I was trying to take a break to figure myself out, but now I'm going to message that this is going to be a now recording episode. What is it you want here? For me to jump? I can't take anymore. Believe whatever you want to. Well, I can't believe she's a fake Southerner, guys. That's the true crime here, is that she's a fake Southerner. I personally I can't take it anymore. How dare she? How dare she? Shame on her. Shame. But no, like, I saw Ghosty try to, like, he was posting this in the now recording server last night, and like, Ghosty, why do you have to make, like, why does everything have to be like a big deal? Okay, she was mean to you. I get it, man. It sucks. Not everything's worth like a call out post. Sometimes crap just happens. But at the same time though, Ember, you could have been a bit more sympathetic, I guess. If it's to clarify, if she's being mean to him like in the recording during the podcast and it's meant to be for the bit, then suck it up, Buttercup. You know? Suck it up. Seriously, suck it up. Like, just, I'm sorry, but you're like, people should allow you to have a grieving period. I'm not saying they shouldn't. You should have a grieving period. But that doesn't mean no one can be mean to you forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. Maybe I'm the bad guy for saying that. But he's not automatically immune to someone never being mean to him ever again, right? And I don't know. I wasn't there for how Ember reacted. Part of the problem was recording at all during this time. Yeah. On a serious note, yeah. Ghosty, why weren't you taking a break? Okay, no offense, Ghosty, but you're not Matt Pitt. Okay, you weren't the most mentally stable dude to begin with. So why are you continuing to have an online presence during this time? I get it; it's kind of an escape for you. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be watching like YouTube videos or anything like that, or like saying hi to close friends. But why are you why are you like recording? You know, like if it was that big of a deal, you should have been taking a break in the first place. And if Ember was forcing you, I would like to hear about that. But again, we don't know. Hello, D-Max. Shalom, shalom, my fellow nerd.
I'm still getting my setup ready, but I wanted to jump in while you were talking about the
Yeah.
Ember Lily henhouse stuff. So I hear what you're saying, John, but look, man, I mean, I don't know what it is. I have a weird soft spot in my heart for Ghosty. I don't really want to. Like,
I used to be good friends
Lily.
with him. Like I have a soft spot for him too, and like genuinely, if she wasn't being empathetic towards
Yeah.
him when his mom died, that is extremely crappy. But at the same time, though, why
Well,
are you like forcing yourself to like be a producer for a show when you're not the most mentally there?
Well, okay. I think that you're at least right on the money. Like I didn't really take like I didn't think of it the way that you kind of said it and like making it a little bit more of like Ghosty should have some responsibility in this as well. Like I think fair enough because I was kind of coming into this with the idea of like, hey, like we already know and this if Ember hears this, like I just want you to know like this is not like, I value you.
Yeah, yeah.
But
This isn't.
you have to
This
understand
isn't.
too that
This isn't like Emberly, bad person. Don't associate with her.
no,
By the way, we don't know
no, no,
how
no, no, no,
mean.
not at all.
By the way, we don't know how mean Ember actually was because the
Ooh,
prop.
we got Mike the Bike.
We got Mike the Bike in here. But the problem is right. Ghosty's a little bit sensitive. He's a little bit sensitive. So like
Well,
we
what I
don't know
wanted
if
to say-
Ember
hold on.
was well, I just want to finish this point real quick. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
sure.
if like Ember was like actually like Tommy C mean or if she was just like Xylee mean.
Have you seen the episodes? Have you watched the show? Did you watch?
No, I to be fair, I haven't really watched. I haven't really
So,
watched Henhouse.
I did. And there look like when she's talking about the like quote unquote jokes about like oh Ghosty you're fired kind of thing like.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, and especially with that episode too. Like the context here is that they had to re-record that episode like 3 or 4 times, and I don't know, but at least one of I don't know all the reasons why they had to re-record that episode, but I know at least one of the times was because Ghosty had done something incorrect in OBS. And like hey again fair enough because like the guy's grieving and like whatever and it's not like it's the easiest thing in the world to
Right,
produce.
right.
I don't know exactly how he was trying to go about it, but the one thing I wanted to say just I guess against or towards Ember Lily was just that we know that she's a bit of a hothead, and
The Xylee
like,
debate
I can
proves
appreciate
that.
That's what I'm saying, and so what I'm saying is that like it while it's just unfortunate that it kind of did this kind of all fizzle out the way that it did.
Yeah,
But like
and like, look,
Ember Lily in the future, girl, like you gotta chill with that anger because your anger
Yeah.
is pretty intense.
yeah, I mean,
You go pretty hard.
yeah, because like the thing was like, and this is like the same situation with Xylee. It's two individuals whom it came down to a simple miscommunication. There was no malintent actually there,
No.
but because because there was a miscommunication and
well,
neither of
well,
them could reconcile that, they started yelling at each other in that recording, and now we
hold
have
on, though,
another
because
situation. Oh, sorry.
I
Okay,
do
yeah, go
think
ahead.
it's important. No, you're fine. I apologize. I don't mean to talk over you. But like part of this too is that yeah, like Ghosty should have been I guess emotionally mature enough to be able to say, "Hey, I need to take a break from like everything. I need to go take a walk around a park or like, just take a week just to clear my head because this is a horrible thing that happened to him."
Yeah.
But at the same time, um I think that there should have been some, maybe that should have come from and we don't know what happened behind the scenes. So maybe this was a conversation. But like Ember Lily and even Miss Bunny Button should have been like, "Hey, Ghosty, like you've got some stuff going on, like why don't we just chill, like we won't record if that
Yeah,
is
and
their
I thought
core."
that's what they initially were trying to do. Because I mean, I don't think this is necessarily private information to leak out. But they both asked me and DMAX
Yeah.
on separate occasions if we were able to produce their show.
But the
I said,
problem- but the
unfortunately for
problem
me.
with that
Oh, sorry. go.
but I'm sorry, but I just want to stop you because the problem with that though is that like they reached out to us after they like fired Ghosty, and this was after Ghosty's mom died, and they had that problem where they couldn't record one of the episodes, or one of the episodes just didn't record for whatever reason.
Mhm.
So like I hear what you're saying, but like I don't think that was the reason. The reason why they were getting us was not because they wanted Ghosty to have a break. It was because they fired Ghosty. Like so that's a little bit of a different context. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's an unfortunate situation. It just sucks because like I don't I don't think Ember Lily is completely in the wrong here. I don't even think that Miss Bunny Button, who again I don't want to burn any bridges with, but I don't think she's necessarily totally in the right here either. She had, from what it looks like, from what the hen house kind of looks like, it looks like she has the same amount of ability to be able to speak up on these types of things, but she didn't. She waited until like all the way until now to say anything about the ghosty thing and like not being. So it's like, again, I don't know what the conversations were behind the scenes were, but I think for people just to lob this all on Ember Lily is a little bit I don't know. It's just not like within the full context of really what the problem was.
Also,
A
and
little
this is
bit
gonna
of blame
be,
to Ghosty, a little bit of blame to everybody.
I'm gonna be really harsh to Ember in this part. Really? You're gonna make a tweet about how, what do you guys want me to do? Jump after you get into a controversy where allegedly you're being mean to a dude after his mother is dead? Seriously?
Ember Lily, I can say this from the bottom of my heart. Do not jump. But the thing is that like it's disingenuous. Like I get it. Maybe you're
Extremely.
in a sad place because yeah, you're in a sad place maybe, and like Jesus Christ, man. It's just like do I think that because now I'm comparing in my mind like how Ember Lily is feeling in this instance to how Ghosty feels after his like mom died, and then now he's getting shit on like some podcast that he's producing for. It's like, dude, it just why in this moment, like you could have saved face just by being like, hey guys, I'm really sorry, I'm a hothead, I screamed at Ghosty, I really shouldn't have done that, do an apology tour because this is a very light thing anyway. Why are you making yourself the victim? Like, I don't know who is out here telling you to jump. I've not seen it. And by the way, I would go against them if they told you to jump because I don't think you should. I don't think this is jump worthy,
It really isn't.
So
It just seemed like that was like her last effort to get sympathy points.
To try to save face, to try to get, but that's what I'm saying. You could save face just by being like, hey guys, like I apologize, that was my bad. You guys know I'm a hothead, sorry Ghosty, I wish you all the best, and there will be more from me at some other point. And that's it. But
Also,
it seems like Bunny Button has confirmed though Henhouse is not coming back, or at least she's not coming back on Henhouse. So it is done. It is like done.
Yeah. It's done.
Done.
Oh yeah, Mike. So Mike the Bike, you're in here. Unmute yourself.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Good. What would you like to
well,
comment
doing
on?
Well, first of all, Henhouse is a terrible name for a podcast, so it wasn't going to last anyways. Second
How
of all,
bad podcast names are there though? They're like every single podcast out here has like horrible names.
I mean, this show's
let's-
literally
no,
called Nerdy in the
Hindsight
Morning.
is a perfect name. Hindsight's a perfect name, alright?
You're only saying that because you're the co-host for that.
The official tier list podcast, perfect name. Can't believe no one else had it, but it's a perfect name for a podcast. Exactly tells you what it needs to be, alright? And those are the only good names. But no, the problem with Ember, and look, I'm gonna agree, I don't want her to hurt herself or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know Ember. I've never talked, I don't think, to Ember.
She's sort of like
opinion on her.
Xylee, where it's like she's very, she's overly confrontational. So like things that aren't like big deals sometimes get blown out of proportion easily.
No,
The fact-
where
but here's the thing.
Xylee is like a slow burn, Ember is explosive. That's the problem.
Which is kind of ironic considering her name. But regardless, the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, and I understand no one agrees, anytime any person, whether I like them or not, references either half jokingly or not in it, they're like, oh, hold on, be right back, you guys. I gotta do something real quick.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Wait, I think was he saying that Ghosties joked about his mom dying?
Well, I am a little bit confused. I do, so I reached out, full face, I'll just say it. Like I didn't feel because okay. So the way this all played out was that the ghosty stuff happened where they fired him or whatever because he misdid the recordings for the podcast.
Right.
I got a message in DMs from Ember Lily originally just saying, "Hey, would you like to be the producer of Henhouse?" I legitimately what happened was I looked at my schedule and I'm like, holy hell, I am a busy man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I'm doing right now, so I can't take that, unfortunately. But I did say like I would be able to take it though if you guys could pay me. So then we started into negotiations like that. It just kind of fell through. Eventually, I gave it over to you, John.
And then I wasn't able to do it because I barely have time to do this show. Why do you think this show's in the
Right.
morning for a reason, guys? It's because I don't have work in the morning.
Yeah. So I mean, it's so I think that really maybe what this could have been is like a thing of desperation that they needed. It's so gross when I think about it too.
But like
I'm
you, but
sorry,
like I'm
Ember,
like
but like
you
and
don't
Bunny
need.
and Bunny, by the way, Amber and Bunny in this instance, because it's like, dude, again, the guy's grieving. It sucks that you can't find a producer, but like you should know that Ghosty's the type of dude to like do this, like to like really try to like put it
Well,
on and like do it
you know
for
what's
you guys.
funny is I like for those of you who don't know, and by the way, Ghosty's apologized for this, and I'd say he's been kind of trying to make up for it, but
He's on a redemption arc.
he's on the he's at least attempting a redemption arc. But I remember we were talking about like when he was doxing Raintism, his weird obsession with him, how he was trying to justify it and everything. And like I remember like Ember, this was before Henhouse came out, but this was when they confirmed he would be like the producer, right? Ember like weirdly tried to confront me during a VC, but like, why do you hate Ghosty so much? Ghosty's a good guy. You need to give him a chance. And then this happens.
Really?
All right, I'm back. Look.
All right, what's up, Mike?
All right, what I was going to refer to was Ember saying, "What should I do? Jump?" or something like that. Whenever anyone makes a comment like that, whether they're like she could claim it was a joke, but the fact of the matter is she was saying it in response to being like
Called
cornered
out.
in controversy. Yeah, and to me, when you make a comment like that, whether I like you or not, if you ever make any comment, serious or not, about you wanting to off yourself, I just won't care anymore. Because that's something you shouldn't ever say just because you're getting cornered or because you're in controversy. Like, you should never respond to someone by saying, "Oh, what if I killed myself? Oh, what if I did this? What if I game ended right now?"
Yeah,
like, that
in
should never be
Minecraft.
something that you say.
You're
What
right.
if I went on Minecraft right now and jumped off the tilted tower? Like, that's not something you should ever say.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's a threat.
So-
It's a weird veiled. It's a weird threat. Like, it's a weird thing to just bring up out of again, because I didn't see anybody telling her to jump. It's like I don't see anybody molding. her
Yeah,
for this.
yeah. I'm sorry, but Ghosty does not have a lot of Twitter interactions, right? The only one who really responded to that tweet was Bunny.
Yeah. And then, look, my opinion on Ghosty, I'm cool with Ghosty. I know he's done a lot of weird things. I don't really know the context of those weird things. But look, he's a great pay pick. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, go.
It pays me to dance, so I
Dude,
got
Look, the
like-
guy's got money, all right? Let's be real. No, I'm just kidding.
when he's not talking about his genitals, Ghosty's okay to hang out with. All right.
No, like, honestly, from now on, if he talks about his cock, we should just ban him, all right? That's my opinion. All right? We don't need to know about all that, all right? I'm not saying anything about myself, but you don't see me, bragging about what I got, all right? Like, just like
because-
sometimes you just gotta be happy that, like, hey man, God was good to me, That's about it,
be
It's
humble.
not-
Be humble with your large package.
Yeah. Look, we gotta learn from Kendrick Lamar, right? He's gotta sit down and be humble, all right?
That's right.
All right.
Sit down,
Mike,
No
like with the
more-
music
get your dick a little
references.
wet because it hits the bowl. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. But no, and yeah, obviously, like, on Ghosty's end, like, yeah, the other people for what was the podcast called? The Hen House?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Awful name. But no, those people, they should have been like, Ghosty, like, sit this one out, take a week off, this and that. Or they should have just not done an episode for the week. You don't have to do an episode every week. I know when you're growing, you want to try and be consistent. But the fact of the matter is missing 1 week isn't going to tank your whole channel, right?
Yeah, shit happens. I totally agree. That's what I'm saying though, and this is why I
Yeah.
think that like anybody out there who is giving any sort of grief to Ember Lily, she might have been the person who is the head of this show, but you have to give it a little bit to Bunny Button too. I'm not trying to like flame Bunny Button or anything. I'm just saying that like they're co-hosts of this show. They should have been able to make an executive decision to say, hey,
Well,
Ghosty's mom just died. We don't, he's not, like John said, he's not necessarily the most mentally stable anyway. Maybe we should, give him a little bit and just kind of.
well, also on Ghosty's end, Ghosty is an adult. He's 20, what, 6?
I agree.
Yeah.
So he should, on his own, have just taken off from the internet, like, actually, because he said he was going to take a bit off, and then like 2 days later he was on Twitter, and I get it, right? Like even when I'm
Cope.
like,
That could be cope. Like and I'm willing to
it
give
could
him
be
that.
his way to cope. No, I understand. It could be his way to cope, but at the same time, that's not the way to cope. It's been proven by multiple studies that if your mental health is down, being on social media only progresses it further down. So, like, I get it. Maybe it was his way to cope, distract himself with Twitter, stuff like that. But he should have either been on an alt that's not addressed to his main account, or he should have just been on private or something. Like,
Yeah.
you could be on Twitter and all that, but, like, you should have just not been online for the most part, because like at the end of the day, like that's just not good for you. Like for example, I'll give you an example. I'm on like a bit of a break and I'm still hanging around. I'm actually not deleting my Twitter again because I was going to delete it every week and then just reactivate it when I was going to stream. But the problem is that every time I deactivate it, it ruins the Twitter bot in my server, and I don't want to keep asking party every week to reactivate it. So I'm just
Right,
going to leave
right.
my Twitter open.
Twitter needs better features for that because something like that could be cool. Like, because I agree that is kind of more healthy to a healthier way to interact with Twitter.
Yeah, I guess I could just log off, but I mean,
That's
then
lazy.
I would be wrong. I don't want to.
Yeah. By the
Okay.
way, guys, I mean, this should just go without saying. Don't go harassing Ember. Don't go harassing Bunny. Don't go
No.
harassing Ghosty.
No. Leave him be.
If
And
you-
get
if
those
you-
likes up on this video, everybody.
Exactly,
I only see
guys.
4 likes on the
Hey, hit
video.
the like button.
5 now. You better get more likes than that.
Did you know only 60%?
Everyone should hit the dislike button. Actually,
No, Mike the Bike. How could you?
it's my anti John arc.
Oh wow.
No,
Okay, buddy. Okay. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not gonna be
you know,
laughing.
I'm gonna pull a flamenco on you. You know.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm gonna
you're
have to
gonna be.
power scale you two to see who would actually win in this theoretical fight.
All right, guys. That's actually a perfect segue because I did want to. I'm sure you already talked about the Seth programmer stuff, but I actually did want to touch on that a little bit.
We didn't delve into like the. Oh, and we got Riveter in call. Let's do this.
Oh, shit.
Yo, what's up, Riveter?
Yo, we got
Hey, Riv,
Riveter,
yo, yo, yo.
Lord of the Coffee.
Oh man, this is riveting.
Ah,
Oi.
Mike, you're funny. Not
I am kind of funny actually.
no, you're
Now that I think about it.
funny looking, but not
gentlemen,
funny.
Damn,
Haha,
Riveter.
funny.
gentlemen, you're both gorgeous. You're both talented. You're both
So
funny.
true. So
I'm
good.
just messing, Mike. Listen, I was actually unaware. I had to go out and get like back up and fast forward, whatever. I was not aware of this whole thing with the hen house. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it happened
out of the
yesterday, I
3
think.
women's podcasts that started in the commentary community, one of them's fallen already. Okay, the
So-
broadcast hasn't had an episode in like a month. They're basically done now. It's up to Wham Recording.
Is going strong, so go sub to
Um,
Wham Recording.
Guys, I do not agree with John's assessment on this at all. I think that podcasts sometimes are like a fine wine. You have to wait for them to mature. So,
What does that
no.
mean? What do you mean in the context of this?
in the context of what?
Of the hen house thing? Like, what do you mean?
So I knew that they were ending it, but I didn't know about Ghosty, of course, you know, what he was dealing with or whatever, and all that.
Hmm.
And I'm, you know, my sympathies and condolences to him.
Of course.
But I think the most important thing that people are really overlooking in this whole situation is what they did to me.
The accusations brought
Okay.
And John joined right in with them. He fell in right, marching step by step with them. So let's
shoot, man.
you know what?
The
So
heel turn.
the heel turn, right? So you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do?
Talk about the allegations.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
talk
no.
about allegations.
Oh no.
So, for those of you who don't know, there were allegations lobbed on the Hen House podcast that our dear old Peepaw here had an illegitimate son in Cooter Pot Pie, Well, John, he's a mad dog, that John, after some kind of news, even when there's just very light allegations, very light evidence out there, and John just went whole hog into it, thinking that Peepaw
Yes.
had an illegitimate son with Cooter. And I was always, like, I wasn't sure about any of that. I never bought
Oh,
into
you
any of that. I
weasel!
never said
You
anything
weasel!
that way. I never did anything. I was always on Peepaw's side, and hey, look at that, we have won out.
So
you weasel.
but- yeah. So here's the thing with Cooter. And I've stated this publicly.
I can't believe you're hijacking this, Peepaw. You goof. You absolute goof.
No, okay, River, but did you hear the allegation that Ghosty brought upon Ember that she's faking the accent? As a
what
Southerner,
accent?
how do you feel about that?
What I'll say is I don't believe Ember is faking the accent at all. What I know, yes.
I think she is, actually. I've seen
think
some
she
clips.
is?
I don't have them on hand.
Well,
because
I
wasn't
saw the
sure,
clips, and
but-
I had people. I actually was tagged in one of them
Yes.
and
Yeah,
asking, did I?
Can you send me one of the clips so that way we can play it?
Let me try to-
John.
Did any of you
Hey,
guys
once
see,
again,
did any of you guys see Vosh turn Southern in the middle of his debate with that
honestly, that sounds very
with that one
cringe.
chick? No, it was like, I think it was unintentional, but he was like, he just randomly, like, he was talking, he's like, I'll say there ain't no proof that, like, he started talking like,
oh my god.
Considering the context. Okay, the context is he was talking to this black lady who they were talking
I
about,
saw
like,
the clip of
left
that.
strategy and this and that. Yeah, and it was the one that Augie shared where he said he used the hidden N word, and it's because the reason why that Augie made that joke is because he was kind of talking like your stereotypical slave owner.
And
a little bit.
so Riveter, what do you think?
Yeah.
So in this clip, if you can send me about
I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
As I look,
Does it
I will
sa-
expand
does
on
it
this.
sound like someone who finally let go of the veil of a fake Southern accent, or does it sound like a Southern person trying to imitate a Northerner?
Well, what
I
else? You found it? Okay,
I
good
found
deal.
it. I'm gonna
All right,
use
Nerdy
thank-
John fakes his accent.
All right. So what
I
I'll
think
say is
Midwestern
this.
accent.
There are
I
times
DM'd it to you.
like, okay, so I'm Southern. I think that's unrefutable. And there are times that even my accent will go even more Southern, especially if I get like real heated about something. I can go really Southern. But I think a lot of Southerns have this, they live under this stereotype, right? If you speak with a Southern accent, then you're looked at as you're not very intelligent, right? That you're slow thinking. And so a lot of Southerners have learned how to mask that in a professional situation, and they will cover up the Southern accent, and they kind of drop the drawing out of the words, and they sound a whole lot more intelligent and a lot more, and I think kind of that's what Amber Lily was doing, rather than, really kicking back down into y'all and this, and, and you just, that homespunness.
Well,
And
let's
so I personally,
take a listen to this clip here.
Why do you care that I care? Is it because you're fat?
You want to be in a fat woman?
Why do you care that I care? It's because you're fat, right?
You came out of
It
a fat
doesn't
woman.
stand up with your 5'6" chest and throw it from your chest with like straight hate in your voice.
I'm not
Okay,
detecting
so
an
even-
accent there.
I do. I still hear it
Listen,
when
you're
she says,
taking it-
Wait, let me replay it.
Want to be in
This
a
is
fat
not the most
woman.
damning one.
You want me in it? I like the first part of that. You still hear the accent.
yes.
Th-
And even
yeah,
when
this
she
doesn't even
says,
make
when you
sense.
throw it straight from your chest, you can hear it there. It is not as pronounced, but it's still there. Yeah.
So you think Ghosty's just like,
Play
you're
through.
also faking your accent too? It, like, just has an extra like Ghosty,
Well-
why did you lie?
I don't think Ghosty lied. Okay. I don't.
Wait, I'm sorry, but there's more to that. Like you got to play it through, because like
Oh, sorry.
there's a thing, there's a clip near the end where she's on Now Recording, and that's way
Yeah.
more clear.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when she was
She,
screaming at Zarly?
No.
Yes.
Was it? I don't know. Was it?
Why do
Okay.
you
Yeah. During the Zodi
Venom
debate. Yeah.
jeans, Amber Lily? You understand?
Yo, Lily, he came out of a fat woman. That's a fact.
That it must be like the Hitler concept, how his Salvo says himself his mother was Jewish, and that's why he hated the Jews.
Amber, listen, girly.
He got mommy issues.
There we go.
Hi, boys.
Hello.
Whoa,
how
what
are
kind of
you?
accent is that? Hello? Wait.
What accent is that? I said hi, boys. I'm
See,
Southern famous bunny.
That one to me is
Okay.
interesting because she like
Well,
definitely is putting it on. Like she
Well,
definitely had to throw
maybe
it
she
on
has
there.
a
She
southern
just-
accent, but like it's more exaggerated. Who knows?
Yeah,
Like,
but like
Yeah.
to what Peepaw was saying, like I grew up around southern like accent type of people. I grew up in Daytona Beach, so like
That's
you know,
not Southern accent, people.
dude. Listen,
No.
have you been to
Look, listen.
Daytona? Because like it's a
Listen,
lot.
listen.
It's a lot
Okay,
of rural.
Floridians, while they are in the South, they are not.
Oh my
They don't.
god, I can't.
They
believe you
don't
said-
have a
Yes,
southern.
of
They don't have a
course.
Southern accent. I'm sorry,
No,
they don't.
That's not
Actually,
true. That's not true.
It depends what part of Florida you're from.
Yes, there's a lot of parts of Florida that actually do have pretty like they have
Like
southern ties for whatever reason.
I actually have an extremely thick Southern accent, but I've trained my voice to
Yeah,
hide
I went
most
to
of it.
speech and dictation class. I learned to speak in standard American. It's so much so to where my family actually makes fun of me now when I speak.
If you could find old videos of mine from 2013, I actually sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
oh no.
It comes out.
Okay, no, that's all.
Anyway,
That's all lies. Actually, the bigger point is, even if she is faking her accent, is that like necessarily a big deal? Like,
Yeah, well, like why?
Not
Like
really.
why does he
That's
throw
why
that
I never
in
brought it up.
there? You know?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I, to Mike's point, yeah, what it doesn't matter, but I think she's. I do think that she does put on, and she does put more of a Southern accent when she speaks at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there are
she
times.
does a
Yes.
base southern accent, and then she does the
Yes.
Bell accent. Like that's
Yes.
that's the put on.
Yes. Yes, that is that. Yes, but I don't doubt for one moment that she's Southern.
No, she's
Yeah. So, and again, I think, and to the point, I just believe Ghosty was hurt and was lashing out.
yeah.
And I understand that.
But really, Peepaw
but-
is the victim in all of this. So
He
let's
really
not
is.
Well,
forget
yes,
that.
yeah. No, I'll tell you how I'm the victim, because you guys are gonna laugh. You guys are gonna laugh.
We're already laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm crying for you.
I'm the victim because actually I was enjoying the banter back and forth with that crew
Yeah.
and the whole allegations and stuff. And I just found it comical and funny. And I thought it was really something that was kind of missing right now
Mm-hmm.
in this community. And I was glad and happy to be a part of it. And I like all the people that was involved in that. Cooter and Bunny and Ember. That's one of the ones I really ever had any interactions with. I've never really had any interactions with Ghosty. So, no shade there, nothing. But they all just seemed like, just easygoing, fun people. And so that's, and so now that's kind of over, and I'm a little sad about that. So
My last criticism for the show is just that after watching a few of those episodes, they did like I get it, you throw your producers under the bus. We're in call with several producers who that happens to all the time. But
Yeah.
like the thing is that
it's
like
never happened to
they did
me.
it a little too hard on Ghosty at certain points, and I get it, it's Ghosty, but like I don't know. There's a certain line, and I think there's a threshold that you kind of cross at a certain point. And there was a few times during a few of those shows that I thought that they kind of crossed that line. But I thought that Ghosty was a pretty good sport about it altogether. And so I think it was honestly a matter of time that something like this was kind of going to happen. So it's unfortunate. Like you said,
Yeah.
Peepaw, I agree. It was a pretty good show. It sucks to see it go. They
Yeah.
were doing a lot of cool and fun stuff. So
This is why we
You know,
can't have
the thing-
women-only podcasts, guys.
no,
True. No
And,
more women podcasts.
I was not aware of this other, what I became aware of this morning, and I even reached out and I was sincere about it then, and I'm still sincere about it today. If there would have been any way possible for me to have worked it into my schedule, I would have been glad to have produced for them. But I have zero time anymore. I mean, I've got people that are upset with me because I don't have time to game with them anymore.
Well, why don't you just
and-
call me out whole ass there, Peepaw? All right,
I
yeah, you
wasn't
won't
ta-
game with me, sir. You're too busy, and I just want to play World of Warcraft with you and your children's.
Well,
Yeah.
come play World of Warcraft with me. That's fine.
I don't have
come
time.
one, come all.
Peepaw. I ain't
Yeah.
got the time.
Me either.
I
Me
need a
either.
new gaming PC before I start playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't think the Commodore will handle that one, nerd. Sorry. So.
Maybe classic.
But
I'm
no,
gonna upgrade my. I'm upgrading my PC, and I'm making the government pay for it. All right.
there you go.
Oh my,
There you go.
Time
like
to
a
make
true
the government
American.
work for me.
I'm gonna hop out because I do have to get back to work and everything. But like I say, I hated that this happened, and because I really did I enjoyed that podcast.
Mhm.
I enjoyed the dynamics between the members of it, and
It's okay, people. We'll get Whammon recording to just start speaking Southern accent. You'll fall in love with that one.
Yeah, we'll have Ozzy do the Southern accent. That's gonna go well.
Uh,
wait,
Now,
Purple
listen,
Paw
I-
Prince. Purple
I-
Paw Prince is Southern.
I listen.
That's
Listen, I listen to the Whammon podcast. I also listen to the broadcast. So I mean, I listen to everything that I possibly can. It's the only way to stay up to date, and and I truly do like all the young ladies they're doing those shows. I think they're entertaining people, and so I do wish them all the luck and the best. And I do, and I'll say this: I wish Bonnie would make content that was stuff that I could watch, because
Are you saying your wife wouldn't let you watch her cam shows?
no, I don't think my wife would care one way or the other. I don't
She
think.
walks on
I
you,
never asked.
honey, I'm just supporting a friend.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, if I did, I'd be like Atrox. I'd have to be making damn videos. It was all said and done.
your wife is just in the background. She's got her wooden spoon ready to beat you with it.
The mighty Mrs.
the-
Riv ready to go on that clown
Jesus.
horn.
She'd come in here with a damn rolling iron and pop me on my head. No, I think Bunny is very entertaining, and I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny, and I honestly think that she could make it not doing non-adult type stuff, but I also understand why she does what she does, and I don't shame her for that. And girl, go get your bag is all I'll say on that. But I just can't watch and consume it. It just it's
Yeah,
like
Bunny,
this,
your
right?
content is not only for fans, all right?
Yeah, the thing of it is like this, and this is me, and this is on me, and this is my I guess my issue hang up. It's kind of like I kind of look at Bunny, and I'd like to be friends with Bunny, and I just can't see my friends naked, because I can't look at. I mean, it makes it awkward for me, and
Well,
so
we're gonna have a conversation about that later, Riv, because I'm gonna have to ask you why you were a fan of me in 2015, 2016. But you get back to work, sir.
yeah. You guys have a great day.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
Peace
Go
out.
before they replace you
what-
with the Indian tech support.
Yeah, well, from your mouth to God's ear. When are we getting some more hot parody songs, man? Because I really like your stuff, dude.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty busy recording stuff with the band, but
Yeah.
there will be a new song. I might do something for Valentine's Day. That's a big maybe,
Okay,
but you should expect a new song at the end of the month.
awesome. Well, listen. Good luck with you and your endeavors with your band. I hope you guys go platinum.
Thank you very much.
All right,
you
have a
better
great day, guys.
remember us little Spurgs, okay?
Who, me?
Dude. What if Riveter
I
does
don't
get
even
replaced?
remember you right now.
Oh no! Imagine like Riveter gets replaced with the Indian tech support, and then the next morning show is, "Hello, welcome to the morning show, Coffee with Peepa."
Welcome to Dead on Dave.
Welcome to People Riveter.
This is who's
Probably shouldn't be doing that. That might be
Who shall we
offensive.
do today? Is it could it possibly be Bo Blacks, or is it? Yeah, exactly. That's probably the extent of my accent.
Look, I'm not making fun of Indians. I'm making fun of the scam callers.
Yeah,
Right, it's very
exactly.
different.
So okay, guys, our boy Seth the programmer, he's been accused of doing
Oh, man.
a whole list of things.
Look, here's the fact of the matter, right? I'm gonna give you the facts, all right? These are facts. No printer, all right?
Facts.
The fact of the matter is that I actually, with everything said and done, I think the worst stuff, well, potentially the worst stuff, is the stuff that involves the minors. But even with that in mind, I might have still watched his videos just because I thought his videos were well done and well written. But at the end of the call, the Keemstar thing, it was revealed that, and I still need to finish Clyde's video. I'm like an hour through it.
Oh God,
But
it's
apparently
such a
there's
painful
proof that
video.
he doesn't even write his own videos. So why am I gonna stay sub to like? Because me, I'm the kind of guy that can separate the art from the artist, right?
Right.
Like I still listen to Kanye. I still, believe it or not, I still listen to that one song by Lost Prophets that's really good. Despite what the heinous thing the singer did, I could get into it if you want me to. But yeah, like I'll listen to an artist regardless of that. Or R. Kelly, bro, I'm still singing I Believe I Can Fly. I don't give a fuck. But if you have like, if you don't even do like, if it turned out that R. Kelly didn't sing his own songs, you know, because one thing is writing your own music. If you have a ghostwriter, that's kind of like lame. But at the same time, a lot of pop artists don't write their own stuff. But if you're not even singing your own songs, then like, what's the point? And if your entire videos, if all your videos is I'm gonna do the research and scale this character and figure out how powerful this character is, and you're not even writing your own videos, it's like, okay, well then, like, why am I watching you? Why am I not watching the guy?
Me personally,
that wrote
like
that
the
shit?
things that I think should be addressed are like the Patreon scam stuff, and then the doxing.
Look, all right, I'm gonna give a hot take about doxing. Okay, it's bad.
Oh,
Wow, that's dude.
Whoa.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
about
no,
that.
like in Clyde's video, he talks about my childhood was bad, and like he even says it during the interview. Like if the drama doesn't go his way, he's gonna off himself.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't like that like I said earlier, if you use that as like a chip in a game, I'm really against that. But for Clyde, I think I can make an exception because he did explain his life story, and yeah, that dude's got it actually
I'll be
rough.
honest. I don't care about his life story. It doesn't relate to internet drama.
Yes, it does.
Well, okay. I can't. I think it was Tommy C made a tweet because I know that he kind of went off on this too. And he said that like feelings never matter, and I had retweeted it, quote tweeted it, saying like feelings sometimes matter, but not when we're talking about facts, you know. So it's like I think I'm picking up what you're putting down though, Mike. Like I understand like the context of all of that stuff that was happening in his life is good context to understand why he did the actions that he took, why he feels the way that he feels right now, all of those types of things. But past that, like
when
it's
it comes
like,
to
dude,
certain things, sorry.
you're fine. Go ahead.
So when it comes to specific things, all right, facts obviously are the most important thing, right? Facts are always more important than feelings when it comes to like provable things, but not everything is provable. Certain things, your feelings do matter. When you're trying to prove whether a murder is first degree or second degree or third degree, the feelings of the murderer matter in that case, right? In the same way that if you feel like you were abused by someone mentally, well, you can't prove mental abuse. If John started getting into my DMs and saying awful, terrible things to me, and I didn't care about it,
Well, you
I'm
act
not going
like-
to say I was abused because I don't care. But if you
act like I don't do that to
if
begin
those
with.
things, well, I don't care. So that's why I don't consider it abuse. But if you were doing that to me and I actually felt negatively about it, then the feelings in that case do matter at the end of the day. Whether that 16-year-old girl, although she's not 16-year-old now, but when she was 16, whether she comes out against Seth or not, what matters is if she feels like, I mean, obviously if someone leaks that against her will, then yeah, her feelings wouldn't matter in that case. He still did it, right? But her decision to put it out there was based on her feelings of that situation.
Yeah, and like let me be clear because we got accused of being me. You should have seen the comment, D-Max. We got accused of being Seth the programmer, dick riders. But no, here's the thing, right? Seth
I said it in that video. I said I'm trying really hard not to suck his dick. Like I 100%. I'm a fan of Seth the programmer.
Look. All I'm gonna say is like Clyde's video did an awful job of trying to like show how bad Seth is. If you watch the stream with Keemstar, Seth like completely folds himself during that entire live stream. It's sort of like the creep show. Like, I know I'm kind of stealing this from Peepaw, but the whole like creep show art drama, Mike, if you remember that, how Emily Artful made like a 2-hour long video trying to accuse Creepshow of being a stalker and everything, and showed no receipts for it, but we were just supposed to believe her. And then during Creepshow Art's response video, she makes herself the stalker.
Well, the problem with you saying that is you're acting like Clyde's video had no receipts. There was multiple voice recordings of Seth acting in the way.
Yeah,
he's claiming.
The problem with Clyde's video was not that he didn't have anything in terms of like a real controversy. The problem was that he started the video off with something that like people like us don't really care about. It's like the whole feelings pull and like you said some girl's crying.
The first thing it opens up with is a girl saying, "He asked if I was on the spectrum."
Yeah, that was the first thing he in that video.
Yeah,
and it's
obviously shit. Yeah, that was an off way to open it up. But you have to also understand this isn't our sphere. We're going into a different sphere. We're going into a different community with this drama.
No.
But me and Max are familiar with this community. No. Like they call each other the R word every day.
Yes.
That's the debate portion of that community. The specific. So the thing is that Seth's community specifically is deeper in. So there's like the problem is there's so many subsets of community that diverge here. There's the anime community, which is the most broadest part of the community, and then there's the power scaling community, and that brings it down to a much smaller community, right? But then you have the specific subset that that's not actually Seth's main channel. It's Seth's live streams and his side stuff in his community, and that's that's the debater community.
Yeah, but Clyde is part of the debater community. This is the
Clyde is part of the community. Was that girl part of that community?
It doesn't matter because the thing is,
if you're criticizing the girl crying, then yeah, that does kind of matter.
No. I am not criticizing the girl for crying. She has a right to feel however she wants to feel about that. That sounds awful that happened.
It's Clyde using that as evidence against him when he's called people worse in the past.
Yes. That's my problem with it. Is him trying to morally grandstand when he does it too.
Well, okay. So I actually have. So the problem I am having with this is you're using like, oh, well, it's hypocritical, so therefore he doesn't have a place to judge it. But so I think in very recent times, I've kind of turned on the idea of hypocrisy. It's like a case by case situation, right?
We're all hypocrites. I mean, I'm willing to say that again. Like we are all hypocrites. I understand what you are saying. I'm not
in some
saying,
way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are. Well, like the human beings are hypocrites. That's just true. Like,
human beings are hypocritical in nature. But what I'm getting at is the idea. Okay, so we all know smoking is bad, right?
But some of us still smoke.
A doctor would definitely know smoking is bad. If a doctor who is smoking tells you shouldn't smoke, are you gonna just say, "Well, you smoke, so I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna smoke anyways"? Like at the end of the day, we can say that Clyde might not be the guy to be the one to expose Seth for specific things because he's done those same things. But the fact that matters at the end of the day is, did Seth do those things? And it seems for the most part, Seth did most of the things he's accused of.
I just don't find much value. I don't care too much about people saying like mean things to other people on the internet. I think like
the weakest stuff.
There's a reasonable amount of caring that I have for that. But what I'm saying is that like if this video has some stuff in it that are nuclear bombs, things that like Seth did need to answer for, that the community did need to know, and it's muddled by all of this crap.
Especially for like the doxing stuff, right? His justification for it is, well, they were doxing me first.
I mean, two wrongs don't make a right.
And then like
I understand what you're saying, Mike. I don't even necessarily disagree with you. I just think like our Nerdy John's and I criticism of this is more of like tactical or analytical just for the video in and of itself. It's like if you want to do damage to the guy, if you really want to like get the information out there, don't make it a 3-hour video where there's like, really 40 minutes of content as I think Moist Critical said, right? So it's like just make the 40-minute video.
I kind of agree that you could definitely compound it. I mean, like I said, I've only seen the first hour, so I don't know what the other 2 hour has.
Or
But
make
I think in the
videos.
first hour,
That was
opening
another
up
thing
like
Black said. Make 2
the thing
videos.
is,
Make one video that's all the allegations, and another for like the feelings. Sorry.
yeah, I think that would have been a better way to go about it. But at the same time, I do actually think like open ending your exposed video with the emotional stuff to anyone that's dealt with a lot of exposés, anyone that's on the internet a lot, we're gonna all agree, and I'm agreeing, like, yeah, that's not the strongest way to open your video because we want to get to the facts, we want to get to what's actually being exposed here, right? But I think we're all jaded by the amount of exposed videos we've had to see, because I guarantee you any normie that doesn't go on the internet a lot and that, like, let's say an average Keemstar fan, a normie Keemstar fan, right? Not one that's in the community, not one that's in the commentary community, just a normie Keemstar fan. If they see that video and the first thing they hear is some girl crying, right, about a guy like calling her retarded when she's on the spectrum or something like that, I think that's going to be more impactful to some normie than it is to people like us, where we've seen a million different exposed videos and we're more cautious about putting the feelings before the facts.
My
but I
problem
think for
is not
like
efficacy. My problem is that again, it's coming like it is that sense of hypocrisy. It's like Clyde, you're saying this, but like you're only. I guarantee you, somebody's going to pull up some clips of Clyde. They're getting it together.
Clyde was calling people the R word during the Keemstar stream.
They say all of the words. They say R word, N word. You know, they go down the whole spectrum. Every single one of them. So nobody's got like no egg on their face. And I agree with you, Mike. Like, I think that is going to be an effective thing for people who are not within this community. But what I mean is that, like, it's just not, it is disingenuous. It makes him come off as a snake. Like, I would be, like, because now after seeing that video from Clyde, my thing, honestly, my first takeaway before he even got away from the idea of watching Seth's videos is I'm not watching Clyde because he's disingenuous. He's a snake. Like, this is snaky behavior. Why are you doing all this snake crap in this video? Like, things that you don't yourself do.
Right. You don't think that. So you're saying it's snake behavior, right? You're saying like, oh, why are you putting this clip of this girl crying about getting called a retard and this and that when you call people retards, right? Right. So I'm going back to my analogy with the doctor, right? Like I use the word retard all the time. I don't give a fuck, right? I'll call anyone a retard. I don't give a damn, right? But the thing is like, if there's a girl crying over it, of that girl a retard. Do we have any proof that Clyde would call some girl that's crying or some girl that is obviously not okay with like the way that she's being treated? Do we have any proof that Clyde did that specifically? Because we can look on a macro level and say, oh, he's used these words, therefore it's the same. But the context in which words are used does not make it the same.
I don't know. I've kind of got Schrodinger's opinion at this point. I kind of agree and disagree. It just really depends on the situation. I'm just saying
exactly. It's like all contextual. Like we can say Clyde. Like even let's go to the extreme. Let's go to the extreme and say Clyde has asked a 16-year-old for news. All right, regardless of context, because Seth has his context, and I find his context extremely sus, and I don't really buy it.
Dude, he's a creep.
But let's say,
like even if like I don't think he's a pedo, but he's definitely a creep.
Oh no, he's definitely a creep. I don't know if he is a pedo, but he's definitely. But like, if Clyde has done the same exact thing, does that mean it? Does that mean that it's not great that it was exposed? Like, I get what you're saying about, oh, he's like a snake. He's disingenuous. I don't know Clyde. I've never talked to Clyde. Izzy apparently knows Clyde. So I guess if you guys wanted to get more insight on Clyde as a person, you could talk to Izzy. Because Izzy apparently does know Clyde.
Look, all I'm saying is, after watching all of Keemstar's live stream, there's no good guy in this.
Yeah, there's no good guy. I agree with that.
I disagree. If the context is that Clyde, and let's say, so we can take whoever's word we want for it. We're specifically talking about Clyde. Clyde is the one putting up the accusations, right? If Clyde's opinion is that he was brought up, so you're saying like all the emotional stuff, I get it. It's kind of like not as important as the
but then
stuff.
like also too, like Seth uses, like apparently Seth had like this similar background, like of depression, having no real family, I guess, being beaten.
Yeah, but we have way more evidence that Seth constantly lies and contradicts himself than Bro, Seth said, "Oh, I only knew about the suicidal stuff near the end of our relationship." And then literally 5 minutes later, he's like, "Oh yeah, that picture where Clyde is hanging from a tree, that was like in 2015." And that was within 10, 15 minutes of each other. So Seth, the problem with Seth is maybe Seth did also have a messed up childhood. Maybe he was, did have all this stuff. But the problem is that unlike with Clyde, now maybe Clyde is as disingenuous and is as contradictory as Seth, but I don't have that evidence to prove that to me compared to what I have with Seth. And Seth laid it all out in that very thing. He acted all buddy with Swag Kage, right? Until Swag Kage was like, "Wait a minute, you're contradicting yourself. You said this to me in the past." And then Seth's like, "You were in that video. You're just trying to sneak me around."
Because Swag Kage,
that was the entirety of the call.
Well, I'm sorry. The only good guy in this is Swag Kage, because Swag
Kage is based.
Yeah, Swag Kage was caught in the middle of this. Swag Kage, he was told by Seth that initially, "Oh, those weren't me, dude. I don't know who that is." Because it says deleted user, right? It doesn't show like a profile pic, doesn't show Seth's username or anything like that. So initially, Seth was telling him that, "Oh, that isn't me. I don't know who that is." But then on the Keemstar show, he admits that, yeah, those messages were from me. And so Swag got really heated during that whole thing.
Yeah, he got really heated really fast because he knew Swag Kage was someone that doesn't, as far as I know, hasn't involved himself with as much shit. Like even Clyde, I'll concede that Clyde, yeah, I'm sure Clyde has done a lot of shitty things too before, right?
Mm-hmm.
But has Clyde, okay, so I'm pretty sure we know for a fact Clyde has used slurs before. The slurs thing is literally the least of my concern.
God,
I don't give a fuck about
Noodles
that.
crying that it was revealed that he said the N-word.
Well, if Noodles' story is true, if we're going to take Noodles' word at it, that when he said that stuff, he was 16, 17, and he's 20 now, and he is actually a liberal.
Into saying it.
Come on, you're going to act like kids don't say things differently when they're younger? We're all edgy here, right?
No,
we say these words.
By the way, I don't care if he did. I'm not condemning him or anything like that. It's just
well, you're mocking the idea that he might have acted a different way in the past, as if that's not an actual excuse.
I
no.
mean, that is
What he was saying,
what
he's saying was the only reason why he said it was because it was encouraged by Seth's community.
Yeah, and that can be a thing. You can be, but bro, do you know how many kids that are probably in America first that once they hit the age of 20, they're like, "Okay, Nick Quince is kind of cringe, and I regret being in that community."
I don't know. Michael Alberta's a thing, so I don't know.
Okay, but I'm talking about the majority of people, bro. I'm saying obviously we're all edgy, we're all cool with it. But if you're someone that you end up having your mind changed and you're you become full-on liberal and you do think it's genuinely bad for a white person to say the N-word at all, then you are going to look at your past and be like, Jesus Christ,
right?
How could I act that way?
I think
past?
It's just I don't know. I think we've seen this happen before plenty in the commentary community, right? People are super edgy and then they want to start condemning people for being edgy.
Keemstar.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
Noodles was trying to call Seth racist. Because that's my thing.
Well, you're also ignoring the context. I don't know if Noodle started crying because he was getting exposed for saying the N-word, or if he's being jumped on by 4 different people that, according to him, have previously jumped on him before in calls in the past.
I didn't. Sorry that his Vietnam flashbacks were activated. Also,
PTSD.
Bell in chat says, "Can someone explain to me what's happening?" Okay, so we're talking about a stream between.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we're talking about a controversy with a YouTuber named Seth the Programmer, Clyde, Noodles, and Swag Kage, though he's the least involved. They're anime power scaling dudes who used to be in Discord debating if Goku could beat Superman, and they started doxing each other over it.
Which Goku can beat Superman, by the way.
Exactly.
I don't know, actually, at this point. I'm not sure.
Oh, all right, Mike, we're going to dogpile D-Max for his bad opinion now.
I'm not trying to... I don't
Wait,
know
how old
enough
are you,
to know.
D-Max?
He's 28.
I'm
He can
28.
handle it.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, we're the same age.
Hey.
But look,
I got old men.
I
in
mean,
my call.
you can say Vietnam flashbacks and all that stuff. Like, look, I don't want to get into and I don't want to make this. I know we're just talking about it back and forth, but I do think it is important to keep in context different things, different mindsets, different ways people grow up. People on the internet, like kids on the internet now, are growing up where they might have, especially depending on the age range, a lot of their friends might only be internet friends, especially because of of COVID and shit like that. All right.
Yeah.
So when you have people that, when you're in a Discord call and the only thing you have are internet people, right?
Mhm.
And I can't personally relate to this because obviously I mean, internet was around when I was growing up, but
Look,
Discord,
Mike the
I
Bike's
didn't
the
even
most
have a
popular
Discord.
guy.
So
Okay.
I'm super popular, all right? I can't understand not being popular. But when you're in a room, right, and you're trying to argue with someone, and you have 3 to 4 different people all dogpiling you, and you're the only one that you feel like is able to argue with them, crying about it, yeah, that seems kind of silly if you're an adult. But if you were a kid, and that's how you got treated, and now you're trying your best to defend your friend, and it's happening to you again on a live stream with 10,000 people watching you. I don't know. I feel like I could handle it, but that's actually quite stressful, I would say.
But this is
I get what you. By the way, Mike, it's not that it's not that I'm disagreeing with you. I get where you're coming from. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's because I am too cynical. Maybe I am too jaded for this. But it's just I don't know.
Yeah, it's feelings, man. It's look, I can't speak for when I'm making when I'm talking about my opinion about this thing specifically, I'm only talking about what would be the most effective to me. I understand what you're saying, that it's more effective. People within they don't have this particular mindset. They're not really engaged with this type of heated debate or the flame wars that happen in Discord calls and things like that. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but it's just that again, it's the disingenuousness of certain people to say oh, but this person's bad, but I am, I not talking about their
I
own
also want
thing.
to. I agree. No, I'm
Yeah,
agreeing.
because part of Clyde's video is, and this is and part of
Clyde's
Clyde's video, which you'll see after the hour mark, he's talking about how morally virtuous he is compared to Seth. I don't know.
Does he? Because from what I heard was that he did take accountability for the way he used to act and for being by Seth's side, knowing how terrible Seth was.
He does take accountability for some stuff, but it's just I don't know. It's I felt like a lot of it was I felt a lot of it was ego stroking. I don't know if you got that kind of vibe, D-Max, but him talking about I'm such a good person to work with.
I don't think I really saw that part of the video. From what we watched on the stream, which is pretty much the extent of what I've seen of that video, because I didn't really care to stomach.
Oh, I think he disconnected.
Right.
But no, Mike, I hope you understand my position. I understand yours.
I understand your guys' position, and I'm agreeing that this isn't the most effective way. A 3-hour video, and look, trust me, I like long form content, but a 3-hour video where I felt there was a lot of parts where there was repeating. I felt the first 15 minutes he kept repeating himself over and over again. But that's why I do think the emotional side of things does come into account.
Let me be
specifically,
clear.
Specifically what he said on the Keemstar show was my opinion. He said something along the lines of, my thought process was, I'm going to put everything I can in a video, and I'm going to end myself. He didn't say if things didn't go his way, things were going to, he was going to end himself. His plan, from what I understood what he was saying, was he was just going to end himself once he put it out. But I guess because his interpretation was, yeah, I'm going to put it out and no one's going to believe it, because people have tried to expose Seth before. I know Izzy put out a doc on Seth in the past, and that didn't really get anywhere. People have tried to expose this guy, and it is really an uphill battle when you're fighting someone of such a bigger size. I can tell you, Thankfully,
I'm fine. Hold
flamenco.
on, Mike.
Okay,
Wait. Am I supposed to feel? Look, I have sympathy for anybody who's dealing with a hard time in life. You know, my blanket statement to everybody, I don't care how evil or how terrible you think you are, do not commit suicide. It is an absolute and total bad thing to do. Do not do it. There are so many other options, things that you can do in your life to make it so that things will be better for you.
The board does
You
not look
ending it
upon
is
that.
making it all go away. But the thing is, like, am I supposed to feel like, how am I, like, is it supposed to make me feel a different sort of way with the context that he's supposed to put out this video and then he was planning on killing himself afterwards? Like, I feel like, obviously I don't want that to happen, but
the
like,
context.
what is
What
he
I'm
doing? Like, why
explaining.
is he bringing
What
that
I am
up?
explaining is the fact that the video is so long, isn't perfectly cut, does have parts that repeat themselves, is not as organized as it should be.
Because he's
I
mentally ill.
think speaks. Well, yeah, he is mentally ill, but that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not trying to ask you for sympathy for the guy. What I am specifically saying is that explains the sporadic nature of it. That explains why it's not so well put together. Because I've seen Clyde's videos in the past, a few of them, and he does good videos. He's a good editor. So
Yes.
the only explanation for why this is not as well made as one of his own videos is, I think that does line up more with the idea that he was probably, this was his last ditch effort at getting at Seth, rather than this is a calculated attack that will boost my
You're saying
channel.
I get it. You're saying he wasn't necessarily making this video to take down Seth. He was just doing this as an emotional pull because this was basically his death note, or not his death note, but what
His
I mean. It was
manifesto.
Well, it was Seth's
his-
channel's death note, it seems.
Right.
Right,
Exactly. Yeah, but it was his sign off from the server we call life, I guess.
Yeah, if
So
we're gonna take his word for it, and you don't have to, but that does explain the sporadic nature of the video. That it does explain why it's not so well thought out. Because obviously, if I'm judging this from an objective point of view, it's not the best exposed video I've ever seen. It has a ton of fat. It has a lot of repeating parts. It's not structured perfectly. The way you usually want to structure a video like this is you want to front end it with cold, hard facts, put the emotional stuff in the middle, close with some facts, and then at the very end, just reiterate everything in a concise manner. That is the best way to do an exposed video, I think, from what I've seen.
I think
but that's the thing. It's like,
it would have helped if he had chapters. Like he put it.
It would have helped if he had the video doesn't even have chapter points.
Like what you're saying here. Like here's fact number, section it as fact number 1, emotional or personal reasons. Fact number 2, that kind of thing.
That's why I think Boblax's take on Dead on Dave was pretty accurate. Make 2 videos. Make one. Again, I get it. Mike, I don't want to go back and forth with you on this because I understand what you're saying. And to a degree, I think you've kind of changed my mind on that. It is true. It does make sense. Clyde, with the emotional state that he was in, given how bad this video was, it's not really totally fair for us to play. What is it? What's the term? I never get it right. I think it's Monday. What is it? Monday morning quarterback or whatever.
Armchair quarterback.
No, I think it's totally. Let me clarify my position a little better. I think it is totally fair to judge that video. I'm just doing the counter where I'm saying, well, this explains why it's like this. I'm not saying that because it's so. To be clear, I also have critiques of the video, the same ones you guys have, actually. I do think, I don't know if I'd call him disingenuous, because the only way I feel it's disingenuous is depending on his intent.
Bro, remember when
if his intent,
remember when Seth during the stream was like, no, that's disingenuously accurate.
Oh yeah,
it's accurate, but it's
accurately disingenuous. Because from what I understand, and I could be wrong, obviously, I don't think Clyde's, because the thing is, the whole emotional angle thing is disingenuous if Clyde's intention is purely to make himself look like a good guy in order to get all of Seth's subscribers to come to him, in order to pass him. And I think if I heard right, he does end his video by announcing he is going to do a video with Noodles on the Naruto versus Ichigo thing. I think he does end it with that, which that is a point against my point about believing what Clyde is saying. But again, I just think that if we take into account what Clyde said about his emotional state and his plans for after the video came out and after his suspected reaction to it, then I think that does explain the sporadicness. It explains why it's not as well structured out as it could be. It's not as well edited as it could be. Like there's certain, like I said before, there are certain things. Like in the very first 15 minutes, I'm like thinking to myself, this guy is repeating himself a lot. He's saying the same shit over and over again. That explains that. But on the other hand, that doesn't excuse it from being a not good video. Not that it's a terrible video, but it could be a much better video.
Let me split the difference with you and say the context matters, but the feelings don't.
No, I agree with that. No, yeah. I don't think the feeling, like his feelings, depending on which accusation, do not matter, right?
Yeah, but the context in which the feelings happened, like that's fair. That's fair enough to talk about. That's fair enough to to really put in the broader aspect of like, what is this video? Like, why is this being made? Why was this made the way that it is? Like, it's just that, like, again, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to end up just repeating myself.
Yeah, and I also think, like, if we're going to go for character, I think the fact that Swag Kage is now cool with Clyde and seems to have a trust of Clyde, obviously Swag Kage fell for Seth, right? So he could just be falling for Clyde. But Swag Kage seems like a good guy overall.
Swag seems cool, but I think he is naive. I love him to death. I really respect him, like really a lot. But I think he is pretty naive.
You know what sucks? Like him and Seth actually have a really good video of like Saiyan Saga Vegeta versus
there's so many
end of series Naruto and Sasuke.
Oh, there's so many. Yeah, they have a lot of great videos.
Yeah.
I need a collab with Swag Kage, actually. Now that I think about
it. Do it, dude. Do it. I have a song, by the way, if you're looking for something for 80/30. There's a Gorillaz song that I think would work really well with that if you ever care.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, you can always hit me up about ideas.
I'll DM you.
But yeah, I'm sorry we got into that huge tangent, John. But I do think like I'm not trying to just be a Clyde dick writer, because I don't really care about Clyde that much. I did subscribe to him. Oh no, wait, I was subscribed to him, but I don't really watch his videos that often. But I do think it's fair for the context of the video. But like I just said, it is totally fair to criticize it. I'll say it now. It's not the best exposed video. There's so many flaws to it. And like I said before, first 15 minutes are like rough to get through, because I'm like, this guy's a broken record. He keeps saying the same shit.
Right. No, I think it was a healthy conversation to have, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, guys,
and remember,
at the end
guys,
of the day, we're
I'm
so
attacking
friends.
Look, guys, remember, I'm attacking your ideas, not you. Okay, remember that.
Go.
Don't be like Doomer Politics and get in your feelings about it.
Oh my god, Doomer Politics.
I saw the video last night though when I was telling you about the EFAP versus Doomer Politics.
Yeah.
Bro, guy was having a moment, bro.
Doomer Politics, isn't he the guy who made the video on Vosh and then he made like one video on
he made that
on Dave Chappelle and ruined his entire career.
He made an awesome video on Vosh. Yeah. He was like, okay, if you guys well, I don't want to derail, so I guess we could talk about that another time.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, like overall, like, okay, this is the question. Do you think Keem was loving the stream, or do you think he was in torture during it?
No, he would have ended it if he didn't like it. He loves the drama. He loves that shit.
And he said
it
reminded him of 2012 drama.
Yeah, bro, when he had to spam that just to get everyone to shut up.
I know, well, it's
that
because
that was comedy gold.
It's because he has his microphone low in Discord. I know why, because I've had the same problem. He uses Discord through the web browser. So like when you're in the app, you have more options to like turn yourself up and turn others down. But
why does he do that?
Oh, because he doesn't like that, like the Discord app like lags games. But like that's his studio computer, so he should just download Discord.
Keemstar, you have enough money, sir. Go get yourself a second computer. Like just
freaking Boomer Star.
For real.
Get yourself another Meta PC. Do the dual streaming thing.
Exactly.
And also, Keemstar, buy me a PS5 while you're at it. I'll do like 5 free songs for you.
Dude.
Do it, Keemstar, you coward.
Look. All I'm saying is, Keemstar, you buy me Meta PCs, I'll edit for free, man. I'll become a songs editor.
Look,
I'll
John
be
will
like,
do things for
Move to
you
Buffalo?
that he won't do for his lover. All right, that's
Yeah.
what John will do.
Selfish
No,
Lover, by the way.
John-
Great song on Mike the Bike's channel.
True, so
Blue,
true.
Blue Diamond, the 7th, I guess, had a good question though. Can Goku beat them? I would
Are we
say
talking like
probably
Seth the
yes.
programmer? Or are we talking
Yeah,
Yeah,
Seth the programmer. Well, Seth the programmer's icon is like Time Breaker.
Yeah,
Bardock.
Timebreaker
Yeah.
Bardock. And Timebreaker
So could
Bardock
Goku
scales
beat
to
Timebreaker
SSJ4
Bardock?
Gogeta, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
true.
you're right. Oh no. But which one is it though? Because like in terms of scaling, that actually could work out. Because if we're talking,
I think it's
like,
it's
Broly-
Zeno.
if we're
It's
talking
Zeno
Broly SSJ,
SSJ4
oh, shit,
Gogeta.
no,
Have
no,
we
there's
ever
no- yeah.
have we ever
no
figured
way.
out if fused characters can fuse with a non-fused character? Like, could Gogeta fuse with Broly?
We've never
I don't
found.
know. Oh,
Ooh.
no. Yeah. I think we do have confirmation. I think I read this somewhere. I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was Akira Toriyama or whatever. But I think the way that it would have to work is that it would have to be a pod or a fusion, and then they would have to do the Metamorph fusion after the pod or a fusion.
Damn,
So
that would be
it have to
actually
the fusion
crazy.
after.
That'd be interesting.
be
not gonna lie.
Let's try it, guys.
so
Let's get
feel-
the pod or a fusion between Nerdy John and me, and then let's do a fusion with Mike the Bike. Let's
yeah,
go.
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
but
right,
no,
'cause
like
you guys got
okay.
a fuse to match me.
You know what? If we're gonna have the power scaling discussion, do you think like let's go specifically like War Arc, end of War Arc, Naruto and Sasuke. So they got the Renegon, Sage of Six Paths, all that. Could they beat Nappa?
No.
Could they beat Nappa? No.
You don't think so?
Nappa can. Nappa's a planet evaporator, dude. Like he could just
Yeah,
evaporate the planet.
Maybe in Boruto they've surpassed it, but in Naruto they never get to planet level. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're like high mountain. Maybe you could maybe arguably say continental, but like no, they're not.
Oh, I think for sure by the time like after they beat the alien rabbit girl, I forget her name. Once they beat
Kaguya?
her, they're definitely continental, definitely.
Yeah.
But like planet, no way. Like
Okay. Yeah,
like
because
that-
Krillin can one shot all of Naruto. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
Especially after the tournament arc in Super.
Honestly, no. Krillin would fart, and they would all tournament
Dude,
arc.
like-
Krillin
like,
would
it's
just,
revealed-
sneeze, and they'd all.
they
go away.
revealed that like Krillin like in the Tournament of Power is actually close, like he's actually around Perfect Cell's power level. So he's a solar system
Easily.
buster.
easily.
Easily,
Yeah,
He surpassed. Doesn't he like? Isn't it like shown that he actually surpassed 18? In
Yeah,
that
because
tournament? Like, even
18
after
needed
the
his
training?
help.
For everybody watching, for everybody watching on the stream right now, by the way, this is what power scaling is. This is like what we're doing is we're comparing fictional characters and we're saying, okay, feats, right? Like so this character has done this. Like there's a
That's
scene
the
in
kind
the
of
anime
feats that
where-
Spondyle likes.
There's things that Krillin has done in Dragon Ball Z where it's like he cut a mountain in half with a Destructo
Kienzon.
disc, right? So that means that he is at least as powerful as a mountain. Okay, so then we can use that to scale against other people, like like John's saying against like these people in Naruto who have done similar feats because there's a very similar kind of move, like the Rasen Shuriken is very similar to the Destructo disc, and it did cut a mountain in half. You could say that they're kind of comparable, or at least
Yeah,
those are
and
Yeah,
comparable.
there's
and
other-
like
but-
it's
Yeah.
confirmed that at least like Yamcha I think Yamcha and Tien are like in beginning of the Saiyan saga anyway are like way stronger than Krillin.
Are they?
At least
I don't
Tien.
think
At least
so.
Tien.
No, because Krillin has the Destructo disc, and the Destructo disc like is like it's like one of the best. That's the thing about
In terms
Krillin
of
that I love,
techniques,
though,
yes,
is that
'cause,
all
like,
of
the
Krillin's-
Kienzon-
he's got the best techniques.
It can
Kienzon
hurt
can
people that are like
destroy
way
anything.
more powerful than him.
Yeah, it almost killed Nappa. Like it would have killed Nappa if he hadn't dodged it.
Yeah, if Vegeta didn't tell him to.
Wasn't Nappa like? Yeah, Nappa was like, "I'll catch you with my teeth."
Yeah,
And then Vegeta's like,
"No, don't do
"Move."
that. That's stupid. What are you retarded?"
yeah.
Bro,
but,
Nappa's
like,
like
I,
actually retarded.
So I wanted to do more content for the second channel. So I'm gonna do a self plug here. Like as you guys know, gaming streams have been moved to the second channel, but also too like these like dumb what if talks of like what if like Naruto could they beat Raditz, like that type of thing.
Mhm.
It's gonna go to the second channel as well. Like the first video I plan on doing. You guys know Omni Man, right? Everyone know Omni Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Bro,
like
someone.
I'm
Bro,
gonna do.
did you see the image of someone putting Omni Man and the guy from
The
the
Boys?
boys, and they have them like fist
Yeah.
bumping, going up against all of Marvel? I was like,
dude, they're
y'all
gonna
are
get
actually
soloed by
tripping right now.
Spider-Man.
Bruh. I don't know about that, but
Well, at least
but they
Homelander. At
easily
least
get soloed by
Homelander.
the Hulk. Yeah,
Like
Homelander.
I was gonna
The
do.
thing is, like, Homelander doesn't even have eye beams, bro. What is he gonna do?
No, Homelander does have eye beams. Omni Man doesn't have eye beams, but
Oh no, Omni Man. Sorry, I got the names mixed up.
yeah. So like the first video anyway, I'm gonna do is like, can Omni Man beat like Saiyan Saga level DBZ characters?
Where's your second channel? I want to sub to it. I
It's
didn't know
extra.
you made one.
It's called Extra Nerdy. Actually, let me get the link to it in
You
chat.
should, link it in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody go like, favorite, comment.
By the way, how
subscribe,
much
over-
longer are you planning on being live here? Because if you're gonna be live for at least like another hour, I'll share it on my channel community tab thing.
Oh yeah, like yeah, I'm gonna be live for a little bit longer. Yeah, because we still got plenty of stuff to go over, guys.
True. All right, let me share it. Yo, I'm here.
Sakura. Okay. I'm gonna call out
Sucking-
Maggot Edits here because of her. I'm sorry. I have to call it out here. Terrible taste in anime waifus. Okay, she's a Sakura fan.
Why?
Go fuck yourself.
Did she
Nerdy
say
John.
Sakura best girl?
Sakura is best. Oh, she's at least best.
It's like-
Naruto.
Oh,
Besides
Hinata
that.
is best girl in Naruto.
Hinata's pretty good too. But
Bro,
Sakura,
stop bro. Hinata's got the booba,
Okay,
bro.
you guys are sleeping
that's
on
just
Lady
shallow.
Tsunade. Okay, I'm just saying.
She's old. All right. If she
True.
runs out of chakra, she looks like a piece of licorice. All right.
Look, okay, dude, you don't understand MILFs.
I do understand MILFs. That's why I really like what's her name?
You got
It
maggot
was
edits.
the
Call it.
no, it's the Genjutsu lady. I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, Shia? Oh, no.
Oh wait, are you talking
Kurenai.
about the
Yeah, Kurenai.
Yeah.
Bro,
Kurenai.
she's hot as hell.
She is pretty hot.
Anko in her prime, bro.
There are so many good waifus in that show. We got maggot edits and call waiting though.
Oh boy, we're gonna
Oh,
call
she's
her
gonna
out. We're
fight
gonna
us.
call her out. Okay, we're gonna
She's
dogpile
gonna
her.
fight us.
I'm on Maggot's side, all right? She's a queen.
I
She knows
could-
what she's talking about.
No, I could fight Sakura and I would win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Fuck you. Sakura Solos. Fuck you.
Sakura,
By the way,
Sakura
Lady Tsunade-
obsessed over a dude who
Tsunade-
tried to kill her several times. Okay.
She literally, I don't give a fuck, okay? Toxic relationships are fine, okay? I don't give a fuck. Lady
Asuka's
Tsunade,
fine, right?
she literally surpassed Lady Tsunade. I don't want to fucking hear a word, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
Lady
agree.
Tsunade has bigger. She didn't surpass the Lady Tsunade in chest size.
Exactly.
Well,
We haven't seen enough
well.
Definitely.
Bro, I remember when
Ever heard the saying, more than a handful is a waste?
I-
Like, come on.
I don't know about that. Look, all
False.
boobas are great, but big boobas are greatest.
I mean,
I
listen,
remember
all I'm
back when
saying is that-
part 2 hadn't come out yet. Everyone's like fan drawing of older Sakura was just her basically looking like Tsunade. Well, I guess they got the little thing on the forehead right, but other than that, yeah.
Well, you know what? We all have to agree. Chanri in her second form would solo all of us. So that's
Yeah.
fair.
I don't know. I have
That's fair to
Gizmo,
say.
so that's kind of like a big power booster.
Gizmo's
maybe
your
there's some
summoning
scaling.
animal.
I'm sorry, who said
Yeah.
Hinata? Who said Hinata before I came in here?
Hinata? Hinata's the
Hinata
best
is a
girl,
is a
bro.
sweetheart. Okay, you can't deny that.
Bro,
Sakura
she fought-
literally
Bro,
Bro,
manipulated
she's the only
Naruto.
one that had balls to fight. She's the only one that had the balls to fight pain when
You're
everyone was like,
right.
"Oh no, Naruto!"
You know what? I'll give you that much. You're right. She was brave enough to go get her fucking ass whooped.
Well,
and
yeah, of
piss
course she got her
Naruto
ass
off
whooped.
enough
Naruto,
to
the
finish
idol
off
character,
Pain.
got his
You're
ass
right.
whooped.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sakura never fought Pain, huh? I wonder how that would have actually gone.
No,
because
she
would've
screamed,
died.
"Sasuke!" No,
she
she
did
would have actually
Naruto no
died.
Jutsu. She did Naruto no Jutsu, and it worked.
It's her
Sure.
Yeah,
summoning
I don't know. I
technique.
mean, like with how evasive Sakura is, like she's
Look,
kind of
Don't get it twisted. I'm not a Sakura hater. I actually do like Sakura. I just don't think.
No, you're good. John kind of sounds a little like a Naruto, a Sakura hater though.
He is a Naruto
She's
hater. though.
useless.
She's not useless,
Naruto?
dude.
She's useless. She's
At the end of the
useless.
Bro,
she's
she
on
killed one of the
par with
Akatsuki.
For real.
Yeah.
At
Not so- well,
16.
solo, but yeah.
She was the first one. I don't honestly think she solos. Like, that's just a joke. But
Of course.
she is pretty strong. Like, as a character.
Shikamaru solos.
Shikamaru, I love Shikamaru, but he is maybe one of the weakest characters in the whole show.
But he's one of the smartest,
Bro,
though. So.
he's
What?
a genius.
What?
I don't know. I said weakest. I'm not saying like he's the worst in a fight. I'm saying
Oh
he's the
wait, do you think if the a solar eclipse would like tremendously amplify the Nara clan?
Ooh, I've never thought about that.
They've
but you're
never
right,
explored
that. Would be
that.
Very interesting. Wait a minute. So does that mean if he's just inside a building and he turns the lights off, he's just OP?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think they count darkness as shadows, so I don't think so.
Well, then
Because if
that's
not,
the
he
case,
would
then-
he could do crazy like infinite darkness jutsu where
Poor
it's like
Hannah
you're in a
Animal.
room, it's
Poor,
dark.
wait,
I don't
one
know
second,
what
one
Naruto-
second, guys. Poor Hannah Animal. She's like, I need to watch anime to understand any of this.
Well, good luck because I think Naruto is like what 1,000 episodes or something.
Yeah.
You can cut off half of it by skipping all
Okay,
the
can
filler.
okay, this
Don't
is the
skip the
this is how
filler,
we get
good filler.
D-Max to okay, can Sakura beat Luffy?
Oh God, no! Oh please don't.
Not current Luffy, no.
I don't think so. I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
think
honest.
so.
As a diehard Sakura stan, I don't think so. I also don't know much about Luffy, but you know,
He's got Toon Force at this point. It's just Sakura's really not going to do much to that.
Yeah,
it's
doesn't he like confirm have like Toon Force now?
he pretty much
Yeah.
does. I
He's-
mean,
he's
it's
a
not
Looney Tunes character.
but yeah, he can because he can affect. So like he affects himself and his rubberiness, but he can also affect other people and their rubberiness, or the environment and their rubberiness, or like all
Oh.
sorts of things. So and he's got like regeneration, like crazy regeneration feats now.
That's actually
He's-
so creative that the author was like, "Oh, I have a rubber character. I can base it off those old
Yeah.
rubber cartoons."
Oda
That's
is
how he
okay,
connect that.
shut
Yeah,
up.
I like
Sorry,
I
guys,
like how
do this all the time on Twitter. I gotta say this, John. I'm sorry. I gotta say this. Every single person out there, if you have slept on One Piece, do not sleep on it. I am telling you, it is one of the best, like current, ongoing written forms of literature of our generation. I am not kidding when I say it is like the next Lord of the Rings. It is so good. Do not sleep on this show. It is amazing. Oda
just-
is a genius.
he just gave that speech, and I'm still not gonna watch it.
wow.
I'm
Maggot.
waiting. I'm actually. It's so long that I'm just waiting for it to end before I sit down and actually start watching it all the
I
way
started
through.
watching it. I was the same opinion because it's so long. The art style is a little goofy. Trust me, once you get into it, it's fantastic.
No,
like,
I do 1,000. Like I 1,000% intend on watching it. I usually like to wait for anime to end before I watch it, or at least for a season to end.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
because One Piece is so long, I like triple times that opinion. It's like, look,
Yeah.
it's gonna take me so long to finish it
Although,
anyways. I'll
isn't
just
it
wait for it to
insane
end.
that like Dragon Ball characters are just so overpowered at this point that you need to pick like specific saga characters in
Yeah.
order to be like, okay, well, can they win
Yeah.
against this?
That's the way it's always been, though. I mean, that's the weird thing about power scaling is, yeah, it just really depends on like who are you talking about, right? Because people are like,
Oh, Saitama would be able to beat Goku, no cap, because like I mean, let's think about it. Like he's One Punch Man. It literally says that in the title of his name. It's like,
Yeah, they used to
but you
say,
get
oh,
the
because he's a
beef of
gag
it.
character, and it's like, no, he's not a gag character.
well, Goku's a gag character too. He bounced somebody
He
off the
was,
Mountain
yeah.
panel in Dragon Ball, so you could say.
Isn't
you
that
could
the only
argue
reason
that
why he
Goku-
was able to fight Aurelie when she visited in Super?
Yeah, because he used to be a
Even
gag
Vegeta was able
character.
to do it. Vegeta cracked the whole world in half.
Yeah. Bro, Vegeta? Dude.
Dude, I would argue that power
Oh.
scaling in comics is way worse because you can have one episode where like Hulk can solo the entire like Marvel universe, but then like the next issue, he gets soloed by like Spider-Man.
No, yeah, like there's a one comic where Superman can sneeze the solar system away, and then you have another comic where he's having a hard time holding a tiny black hole.
So hear me out. I think that Sakura at the end of the war arc would be able to take on MCU Hulk.
With how weak MCU Hulk is, probably.
No, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Never mind.
for sure.
I just thought about it. Never mind, because he fought against Thanos, and Thanos is like universal. So never mind. Never mind.
But he lost against he
Well,
lost
Thanos
against
is only
Thanos.
universal when he has the gauntlet, though.
No, this was before because he fought. Remember at the very beginning of Endgame, there was that it was Hulk versus Thanos, and
Oh, you mean
like, Hulk
if
got
you mean
washed.
Infinity War? Yeah.
Infinity War. You're right. Infinity War. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Anyway.
do. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Who would win in a fight? What's the name of the alien rabbit girl from the end of Naruto? I'm forgetting her name.
Kaguya.
Kaguya.
Kaguya. Who would win in a fight? Kaguya or Master Roshi from Dragon Ball?
Master Roshi.
Well, Kaguya has like dimensional powers though, and she can trap people in dimensions unless
Doesn't
they have
matter.
abilities
Doesn't
to.
matter.
Right. Speed wise,
Doesn't matter.
she
Mafooba.
would blitz Roshi, right?
No,
But
Mafooba.
Roshi.
Mafooba.
Oh yeah, he
I'm
could
sorry.
use that.
Mafooba. He would just Mafooba her into a rice cooker, and she'd be done. That'd be it.
Also, like, are we
I was
taking
just
Master
thinking
Roshi
him
during the
because
Tournament
I
of
know
Power?
he's like moon level.
Oh yeah, we taking Master Roshi during the Tournament of Power because he's way above moon.
No,
level
I
at
was
that
talking
point.
That's
to.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah, I was talking about Dragon Ball because in Dragon Ball he's able to destroy the moon.
Well, still, I think
Okay,
he
so
would.
in the Dragon
He would
Ball,
be.
I still think he could do it.
Yeah, because like Naruto at the end, like Naruto the Last, right? That's the movie where like the moon's gonna get split in half. Where
Right.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
like Naruto's able to like split the moon, right? But Master Roshi was able to completely obliterate the moon. Yeah, even though he had the Sage of Six
Yeah.
Paths chakra and he had Sasuke's help, he was still able to defeat Kaguya, right? So
And
Yeah.
Sakura too. Sakura helped too.
and
Yeah,
Kakashi and
Sakura put in a
Obito.
punch too. Bro, Obito, they did my boy Obito dirty, bro.
Dude, Kamui is
I love
such a
me some
broken
Obito, but
Mangekyo Sharingan ability. Like,
I
imagine just being able to like
1000%.
imagine
I
just
just wanna
being
make a
able to
public
like
service-
negate anything that go towards you. If it's like if it's an arrow or a kunai, you can just like suck it away, or if it's like a sword, you just like phase through it.
Yeah. PSA.
You know what's
though,
really
for everybody on
cool?
Twitter, for everybody on Twitter with a profile picture of Obito, I love the character Obito, but if you have a profile picture that is Obito, I am not going to listen to your opinion. I'm sorry. Sorry.
True. True.
can't.
Real.
Yeah,
That's real.
rip.
That's real. That's real.
Bro, if I had Kamui, I'd be able to destroy fucking Miami traffic and I would feel no sympathy at
Oh
all.
my god. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know what's cool is I actually got like a mod pack on Skyrim, and it has all of the jutsus from Naruto in it.
Is that for OG
And,
Skyrim or is that for like special edition? I need to know.
It's the OG Skyrim.
Crap. I only have special edition.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It might be for both, but I use the OG one. But yeah, it's got all the jutsus and it's got that Kamui one in it, and you can use it to like make enemies disappear into another dimension.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love that,
Okay.
yeah.
Dual Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi versus Raditz. Who wins that?
Raditz.
That- Okay, so the thing is that no, because the thing is like is that while power wise the Naruto characters don't have any insane feats, speed wise
skill.
they do have pretty insane feats, and they also have hacks. So Kamui is like a crazy hack.
Also,
So
we're
if
taking
you could just
specifically we're
Raditz
taking
and View.
we're taking specific dual Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi where he has the power of the six pass power. Because when
Yeah,
Obito
like I
Wait.
feel like Kakashi would win that one because
No,
he also
dude.
take
Kakashi
Raditz,
isn't light
bro.
speed. He's not light speed. Kakashi is not light speed.
Yeah, but Raditz. But if we take into account their character,
Raditz
would
wouldn't
Kakashi
take
be
him
able to
seriously at
recognize-
first.
Yeah, he
Raditz
would just be
playing
like-
with him, but he would honestly just win even if he was playing with.
Okay,
him.
what
Like,
about the
he-
Sus?
because,
But like, what about the Susanoo? Would Raditz be able to break through that?
Oh no, he would. Power wise, Raditz would destroy Kakashi. That's not the question here. The question is, would Kakashi be able to land a Kamui before Raditz could understand what's going on?
would Kamui even affect him? Like, see, because
Because that is the
Well,
issue though.
Kamui-
Because like there have been hacks based characters in DBZ, but it's been shown that like if you're just strong enough, you can ignore hacks.
Right,
Except
that's what I'm
for the
saying. So what-
Destructo
what-
disc. That's like the only.
so he
That's like
tries
the
to
one thing you
close
can't
the
ignore.
Kamui on him. Yeah, he closed the
Well,
Kamui. On
Kamui-
him. What if he just like keeps it open? Like, what if he just like braces it against the Kamui? Like he
I
could
think
theoretically do that.
Shikamaru-
We've seen Dragon Ball characters do
I
that.
think Shikamaru could beat anybody in Dragon Ball. Everybody has a shadow.
You're lying. You're lying right now. Like I like
Majin
Shikamaru, but
Vegeta. Yeah, Majin Vegeta was able to negate like what is it? Babbidi's like spell of like mind control. I think
Yeah, but
they
that's
can
because
break out of some
Babidi's
shadow.
gay. All right, he has an anti-gay ability.
Also, too, does
Anti-gay
does the shadow jutsu even work on people without chakra?
For the sake
Well,
of this
because it has
argument,
nothing to do with the chakra. It has to do with the shadow. But if you are strong enough, you can fight against the. Well, I think. Oh, actually, I don't know anymore because I know back in the tuning exam. No, not tuning exam. In the Sasuke retrieval arc, because that one curse mark chick was really strong, she was able to break out of the shadow
Right.
thing. Like she was able to struggle against it. But when he was fighting Hidan, Hidan should have been way more physically powerful than Shikamaru. But he couldn't at all break out of the shadow. So he might have fixed that by the time
I
he was
don't
in the 12th.
know. There's a lot
Yeah.
of evidence to suggest that Hidan is actually like fairly weak.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I
I think
feel
it's
like
only
that
the
fight with him and
immortality that really
Hidan was a
saves
little
him.
weird.
Like he's definitely
Sorry,
like
what
a
were you
skilled
saying?
fighter for the most part, but like if he wasn't for the immortality, he would have been like the first Akatsuki member to be gone.
Yeah. What did you say?
Hidan is the most likely candidate to listen to 21 Pilots from the
I did
Akatsuki.
think I did think the fight with Hidan was a little weird because I mean, like for all extents and purposes, Hidan is supposed to be like immortal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That fight was
That's
weird.
his thing. That's why he
Well,
was in the Akatsuki. Was because of that. It was like nothing other than that. Just that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, his scythe was pretty cool though.
Yeah. No, he's a cool character. I like Hidan.
But the tattoo transformation.
Pray.
Bro,
He's hot.
when
He's hot.
when
for sure.
Shikamaru fucking exploded his body, that was like that shit gave me
Dude,
goosebumps. That was the most
That whole
badass
shit was-
thing I'd ever
oh
seen.
my god, that was so cool. Like that was one of the like that whole stuff with what was the name of his oh god, what was the name of his sensei?
Asuma.
Asuma.
Yeah, man, all of that stuff with Asuma was so good. Like in that, like as the capper, the way that he like manipulated Hidan into going into the fort. Like no spoilers or anything, but man, one of the best moments in anime. Not gonna lie. That's why I love
Yeah.
Shikamaru.
Well, I think that's why he was going to kill Hidan either way, right? Because that's where the story was going to go. Like he was going to go get his revenge and kill Hidan no matter what after, Asuma's death.
Yeah, I just want to say too, I'm very happy that we're doing the power scaling discussion instead of talking about Seth the programmer drama. Because
Yeah, I
as
mean,
much as
like-
I think it's important to talk about, like, there's a power vacuum now, and we could fill that space in it, John.
Exactly.
We could do
I'm
it
just saying
together.
those that
Bro, what if
million
we
sub
just started
channel?
our own podcast of power scaling? That actually would be kind of fun.
Dude, like the
talk
women.
about
Okay, unironically, women recording was suggesting that we did that because of the conversation we had.
I mean, I think that'd be a great idea.
It's true, and DMAX said that I have to be the first guest.
That's
I
true.
have to be.
I did.
Very
say that.
true.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what do you guys think about the hen house drama?
Oh yeah, we
talked
just
about-
we
Oh,
talked about that a bit. Look, I think
It's
everyone.
a terrible name for a podcast.
if you didn't see our take, basically, like I sympathize with Ghosty. I think he does bear some responsibility though. He should have been taking a break in the first place.
Yeah.
But that being said, Ember, like what D-Max said earlier, you need to control that anger.
Yeah.
She's got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like Ember, but she's, there's just some questionable things about her, like when Salvo was still around and she would like go out of her way to like be in Salvo's chats and get that attention, and she said she was just defending herself, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh boy,
The thing
women
is,
drama
like,
starting here.
I can't feel sympathy when she's saying, "What do you want me to do? Jump?" And it's like, well,
Yeah, I
you
thought that was
can't use
questionable. Yeah.
like you can't say that because
Matt,
there's
have you
people
seen
on the internet that actually do that.
Have you seen anybody like say that to her? Because like that came out of left field for me.
Not that I
No,
saw.
I haven't seen anybody say anything like that. I haven't seen anybody interact with her in regards
Yeah,
to
the
that
only
drama.
like look, the only thing I saw was like I think Matt asked her to come on the show to like sort of like give her side of the story, and then Bunny quote tweeted Ghosty. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all I saw.
Hannah put this in. Hannah put the tweet in chat if you want to pull it up. But like, at least Ember Lily's side of the story is. She said on Twitter, "The hen house ended because of me, because I had a bad day and lost my cool, and I was trying to take a break to figure myself out. But now I'm getting messages that this is going to be a now recording episode. What is? Oh yeah, okay. So this is the.
So yeah, that's so those now I'm getting messages that this is going to be a now recording episode. I'm guessing that's probably Matt being like, "Hey, Ghosty really wants us to talk about this, and there's nothing going on. You want to talk about this? Give your side of the story at least."
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Ember likes. I don't think she likes the now recording crew. If I'm going to be honest.
What?
They're kind of like.
She hasn't really given that indication. I mean, she's happily come on several times.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, now recording, they're just kind of like, you know, soul-sucking leeches.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, that's just my opinion, maybe.
So you're saying
That's
I
just my.
shouldn't take. So you're saying I shouldn't take the invite.
No, you should. You should. I think it's a good opportunity. You know, they cover a lot of. You know,
wait, Maggie, what's with this now recording? Hey, do you not like Matt Pitt? What did Matt Pitt do to you?
Matt Pitt, I can't talk about it on stream, guys. I'm sorry. I can't unless you have a doll.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, where?
What did he do with? What did he do with? What did he use that stump for?
Oh God. Let's get back to power scaling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta
Wait,
dip out
question.
anyway. My fish died this morning, and I need to clean the fish tank out.
R.I.P. to that.
R.I.P. fishy. So, anyways, have a good morning, guys. I'll probably listen to the stream.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Peace out.
Take care. Now, okay.
All right. Real question. All right. Should I get ramen for lunch today?
Yes, absolutely.
Ramen is not a lunch thing, though. That's like a dinner thing, isn't it?
No, it's a lunch
Yeah, but I
thing.
won't be able to get it for dinner.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like
are we
I gotta
talking
go to
like
sleep
microwave
after
ramen, or are we talking like restaurant ramen?
No, he's talking Ichiraku ramen.
If I'm actually yes, because I'm gonna be picking up my suit for the wedding, and the Naruto ramen place is on the way there.
You lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, I always get the barbecue pork ramen,
Dude,
and then I also
ramen
ask
is
them to add the
delicious.
spicy steak.
Yes.
Like
I asked them to add the spicy steak, bro. So good,
Mm.
so filling.
Don't sleep on ramen, folks. It's really good.
Yeah, even the microwave stuff. Like I really like the spicy pork ramen that I get. It's delicious.
By the way, if you guys donate $2 to Nerdy John, he will give me that $2.
Wait, what?
And I
No.
will burn it in front of him.
Wait, no, please no. Watch, someone's actually gonna donate $2 now.
Like, hey,
I'm gonna donate $2.
All right. Who would win? All right. Spider-Man or the spider guy from Naruto from the Sasuke
Spider-Man.
retrieval arc?
Which Spider-Man?
Yeah, of course.
Which Spider-Man? I mean, because if we're talking MCU Spider-Man.
Here's an interesting thing.
Oh, okay.
Who would win in a fight? Spider-Man or Harry Potter?
You see, like, okay, so
Spider-Man.
predict fight would go.
I think Spider-Man.
Spider-Man spider
his Spidey
senses
sense.
tingle, right? He notices the wand. He uses his spider web to grab the wand. Harry can now not do spells.
Right, and
Yeah.
also too, it's not like Harry's gonna go for Avada Kedavra, so it's not like there's no win condition really for Harry.
Well, even if he could, Spider-Man would dodge it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like he would
Mhm.
precog that, and then he would just dodge out of the way of it.
Okay,
and then he would just
guys.
like accidentally snap Harry's neck by
My
just
little
trying to
sister
pull him.
was fighting with me on this, bro. She was like, "Well, first we were fighting over
You have
Luke
nothing.
versus
You have nothing and you are
Harry
Yo,
Potter."
Harry,
Nothing and you are
And-
$2.
Yo, let's go. All right, John. When I see you, I'm burning your money in front of you.
No. Okay, guys. Okay. What if Spider-Man had the Shining gun?
What if Spider-Man had? I
You
feel
have
like that'd
nothing-
be kind
you
of
have nothing and
redundant,
you are
wouldn't
gay.
it?
You have nothing
What would
and you
his
are
Mangekyo
gay.
Sharingan ability be? Like, what would his awakening?
He would he would do Kamui, but it would put you in a web.
He would become Madam Web from the animated series, where he just like sends you into the Spider Verse, and you see Miles Morales and Gwen, what is it, Gwenpool or whatever? They're just making out. I don't fucking know, dude. What does that even mean, Nerdy John?
I like asking the dumb questions like that. That's like the core.
I mean,
Which
he'd be powerful.
okay,
He'd be more
which
powerful.
which Mangekyo Sharingan would be most complementary to Spider-Man's skill set?
Well, let's see. He doesn't really want to kill people, so like he couldn't have an Amaterasu.
Yeah, no, that would
Tsukiyomi seems a bit too torturous for him.
Maybe
Yeah.
Madara's ability to rewind time or like play with time or whatever. I know that's not canon, but like, I don't know, maybe something like that. Spider-Man with time travel abilities, sure, why not?
I think Kamui actually would be something he would use.
Yeah, I think Kamui.
Now that I think about
it's
it.
just Kamui is just the most useful like Mangekyo Sharingan ability. Oh my god, we
Yeah.
have two. Wait, you got another $2
Yeah, I
from
saw
an
that
anonymous
from
tipper.
anonymous.
Yo, let's go. These anonymous tippers gifting subs to the people making hate videos on me. Yeah. It's a Bunty King reference.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when people were like gift subbing to him, all these people, and he was like mad about it?
Oh no, I don't think D-Max knows about the Bounty King drama.
Oh my god, D-Max, you gotta watch Nick's old Bunty King videos. They're like, honestly, his Bunty King videos are actually my favorite he's ever made to this day.
I'll have to check it out. I'm catching up on all the lore. It's so funny because I was joking with Peepaw in the DMs, and I'm not saying this is like a humble brag or anything, but it's almost like I'm speedrunning the community because I've only been here for like 3 months.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So, it's just so
No,
weird.
it's
It's just such
cool.
a wild ride. Appreciate everybody.
And you gotta
know,
think,
everybody
D-Max
supporting
wasn't in the
everybody. I
community
got a
since
lot
like
to learn.
2016, so like the tone whiplash is there.
No,
yeah,
I'm
I've been around since 2016.
Yeah, it is definitely
Roughly.
it is a tonal whiplash. That is for sure because things do not work now the same way that they did then.
Not at all. I do like. Part of me wonders, like, if I would have done because I didn't start doing parody stuff till 2020. But I wonder if I would have done parodies back then, like back in 2016, like where would I be now?
Oh no, you would have been huge because like that is the thing too about
Dude,
2015,
imagine a
2016. Maybe
parody
just-
on like React Bro, like the reaction.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, imagine a parody on the whole baited podcast on Leafy. Like, those would have been huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
iDubbbz. Yeah, all of it. Like that would have been. Yeah, that could have been really cool.
Bro, I could have done a parody of a police song for each content cop.
We just need to get like a time machine and just go back in time and just do that and make all of the money. We should just, let's do it together. You write all of the songs, produce them, sing them, and I will just make the money off of it. That's what we'll do.
Yeah,
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, sounds like the standard music industry deal there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, guys. Okay. Spider-Man versus Kid Naruto with stage like the one tail cloak.
Are you talking? But again,
one tail cloak.
Yeah.
Like which Spider-Man? Like are you
okay,
talking MCU?
Comic Spider-Man.
Which comic Spider-Man?
Oh god.
I think mainstream comic like 626, right? Or 616.
616, yeah, current iteration.
Then again, probably Spider-Man, because I'm pretty sure that Spider-Man still has feats like going up against Thanos and stuff.
Well, like here's the thing with Spider-Man, right? Majority of the time he's holding back. That's a scary thing.
That's
even when he's fighting the Hulk,
yeah,
he's holding back.
I'm pretty sure Spider-Man.
He's also smart.
Spider-Man
by
is
the way.
like skyscraper level.
Dude, yeah,
Naruto's an idiot.
when
Like,
dude,
he's so
when
dumb, too,
the Superior Spider-Man run, when Dr. Octavius took over Peter's body, he was scared when he found out that Peter was holding back this entire time because he went to punch Scorpion and Scorpion's jaw just like flew clean off.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was actually
and like he was scared because he realized, oh god, Peter could have killed me at any moment.
Bro, my favorite type of Doc Ock fights between Spider-Man and Doc Ock are the ones where like for the majority of the fight, Spider-Man's not landing any hits because he just needs to land the one.
Right.
That's why I really actually like the fight between Tom Holland Spider-Man and Doc Ock in No Way Home. Because if you actually pay attention to the fight, he doesn't really get a hit on his head, like, at all during the fight.
Yeah. I think the more interesting debate, though, honestly, is Spider-Man versus Batman. I always thought that was a very interesting debate because
It is.
Spider-Man and Batman have comparable speed feats, and then you'd have to go to like what their attack potency is, right? And Spider-Man is definitely stronger than Batman, but
Oh yeah,
it's like
for sure.
But the thing is that Batman negates the precognition thing. Like he's been able to fight people with precognition before and win.
Yeah, because
So,
like Deathstroke,
it's
or,
interesting.
like I know this
thing is
what
like he fights Deathstroke, who like in the comics they say like his brain just operates at a faster level.
Right. Yeah.
The
so he's
thing
got,
is like
so
if the argument always is if you give enough prep time to Batman, Batman will always win. But I feel like if you're gonna be fair, if you're gonna give prep time to Batman, you got to give prep time to Spider-Man.
That's true.
And like
Yeah.
Spider-Man, if he knows that Batman has all his gadgets, I mean, he's accustomed to fighting people with gadgets. I mean, look at Green Goblin. So
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I just still think that like Batman, even without
I think
any of his
Spider-Man
gadgets
edges
or
out
whatever-
just because of the spider sense, personally.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think Batman just negates that like whole hog, like without even any of his gadgets or anything. I think because he can dodge like he dodges the Omega beams from Darkseid, and those are supposed to hit you no matter what. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's like I don't know what I don't know what spider sense or anything that Spider-Man is going to be able to do against that Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Okay,
That's
but
what I was saying. Like
here's-
it's interesting. They're kind of counter characters in a way.
Here's a versus, all right?
All
Let's bring it back to my little sister. All right,
no.
Luke versus Harry Potter.
That's an interesting.
we're
that's a
going
good
back to like
question.
Death Battle episode 1
Yeah,
here.
Death Battle did it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Oh, and D-Max disconnected it again. Okay,
guy.
so my opinion on that is Luke would win.
I think so too.
And not necessarily, oh yeah,
Like-
he would straight up kill Harry Potter. Like, no, he just like take his wand. Like-
yeah, like
if you take
when I was
Luke's
arguing with my little
lightsa-
sister about it,
like here's my thing, right? If you take Luke's like lightsaber away, he still has the Force. If you take Harry's wand away, he's still a human.
yeah, like I was arguing with her about this, and she's like, we were like arguing about it, and she's like, oh, he could use Avada Kedavra. I'm like, Harry Potter wouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay, but let's say he would do that. I'm like, all right, if we're gonna make them bloodlusted and say that they will go all out, then Luke could just focus
Force lightning.
in on the scar. And, well, he could use Force lightning, he could use Force choking, or he could focus in on Harry Potter's scar and just make his head explode.
Because like unlike other Jedi, Luke is willing to use dark side stuff, so I wouldn't tempt him.
Also, too, not to go to like the external lore or whatever, but like I mean, if you're talking about like Luke from the books and things, like if you're pulling in the other stuff from Star Wars, there's arguments to be made that Luke is like, I don't know, like I think he's like, I think he's
I mean,
planet level or something.
Yeah, if we talk about the
he's
books for a
crazy.
second, in one of the books, I mean, granted, he had to team up with like the then current leader of like the Sith group, but like he beat like the embodiment of chaos in the Star Wars universe, who originally had to be sealed away by the embodiments of both the light side and the dark side. So like he's at least like like as weird as it sounds, he's like at least on the level of like the concepts of like the light and dark side, if not above them.
Yeah, like I was just arguing with her back and forth about this because the moment she said, "Oh, you could use Avada Kedavra," I'm like, okay, well, if we're gonna go all out, then Luke would definitely win. Because my assumption was we were only going based off the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she was like wanted to like use everything Harry Potter could do. So I'm like, all right, let me use the comic books and the books and all that stuff.
No, but let's go with just the movies, right? Luke dodges laser blasts all the time, and that's light. So he's light speed. Is Avada Kedavra light speed? Because
No,
characters
like
don't-
the-
yeah, it doesn't scale that way.
I think the only move that she said was like instantaneous from Harry Potter was the one where it
Crucio.
makes like your what is it?
Crucio.
Which was that one?
Crucio is the one where it makes you torture, like it makes the most unimaginable pain immediately as soon as the caster says it. But again, the caster has to say the words and do the flick of the wand in the appropriate way.
Yeah, that's the problem
So-
with Harry
Yeah.
Potter stuff. As soon as like someone tapes your mouth shut, you're done.
Because Luke also can read minds. That's the thing too. Because he would sense the bloodlust and he'd be like, I gotta go. Like I can't sleep on this. Like I gotta take this guy out now. Especially if he's bloodlusted. Because that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Luke, if Luke is bloodlusted, he's going full dark side. He's already got that. He's kind of a gray Jedi as it is anyway. So yeah, no, I'm sorry, Harry. You would just get your ass down.
No, because she's a kid, right? So we were just like,
right.
I wasn't like seriously arguing with her. I wasn't going set the programmer, like, screaming at her.
You
We
were
were just
calling her
going
the R
back and
word.
forth. I wasn't calling my little sister a retard. We were going back and forth about it, and I was like, all right, what is Harry gonna do if Luke just uses the Force to grab the wand? She's like,
Right.
well, he'll use the Elder Wand. I'm like, what if he grabs that one? What is he gonna do? He's just a guy.
No, you're right, because if he grabs the Elder Wand too, then the Elder Wand would bond to Luke, and then it would just be GG.
Oh my God.
Even if Harry gets the Elder Wand back, he wouldn't be able to use it.
Yeah, because I don't know if you heard me say this, D-Max, but like because there's a disarm spell that Harry can use, right? That like flicks wands away.
Yes.
Let's say that works on a lightsaber for some reason.
Okay.
Even
Yeah, that's
without
the
a
one she was telling me of.
even without a
Luke gets back.
lightsaber, Luke still has the Force.
No, Luke gets
Yeah.
it back because he just pulls the lightsaber back to him. He flicks it away, he lands on the ground, and then he just force pulls it back to him. Like that's it.
Yeah. Okay. But how about this one? Okay. Raditz versus Batman, but Batman has prep time.
I don't
Wait,
know.
well,
man.
I'm sorry. I got distracted. What did you say?
Raditz,
He said
but he's fighting a Batman with prep time.
Raditz versus Batman with prep time. I mean, I guess if Batman can beat Superman, he can beat Raditz. I mean, Superman
And
can beat
Darkseid. Let's not forget
You see,
he
Batman-
fought Darkseid and won.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean he has feats to be able to like dodge him. Like, yeah.
Here's the thing, right?
okay,
People
like, he
always
goes to
laugh on
Krillin.
People laugh on Batman. Oh, what is he gonna use? Like shock gloves? His shock gloves are specifically designed to fight Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I probably would give it to Batman anyway. You know, Riv actually was in chat a while ago and said that like anybody, you know, they're all getting dunked on by Batman, and I kind of agree. It's like Batman plus prep time, unless you're talking like multiversal feat people, like it does get a little bit muddied because it's like it's Batman. You know, he's got the wherewithal. He's got the ability to be able to.
Although
do
I always
whatever.
have to point out, like, if we're doing a fair fight, then each person has to have equal prep time. But I
Mhm.
mean, even with prep time, what is Raditz gonna do if Batman comes up in the Superman
No. 'Cause
anti-Superman
Raditz in
suit?
character, no, yeah, Raditz in character would be like, "Oh, you're dressed as a bat. That's very clever. Ha ha ha."
He's a
That's the-
human. He's like,
Your power
Yeah,
level is
I'm
only
not going to take you
5.
seriously. Exactly. Yeah. Because man, I bet you.
what are you wearing?
Yeah, exactly. I
Starts
bet
laughing.
you. I think that Batman would be able to suppress his power level too. I think he just has.
Oh, I
that
mean, yeah,
innate-
because he always, like, especially when he's like Bruce Wayne, he always makes himself look weaker.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, why not?
But okay, here's the real battle, right? Batman versus Iron Man. Who wins?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Hmm.
I'm gonna edge
okay.
it to Batman, but I think it would be pretty close if they have equal prep time.
It would be pretty close, but I think I'd give it to Batman too. It's just Batman's like deductive feats are so much
You
better.
see, like
And
that's
okay. And the other thing is too, you take Batman out of his armor, out of his like weaponry, out of his gadgets, and he's still like a badass. You take Stark, you take Tony Stark out of the Iron Man suit, and he's just a guy.
No, he's a
Yeah.
billion playboy philanthropist.
Well, that's
well, like, look, I'm sure, like, he's I'm sure, like, muscle memory, like, he probably does, like, retain some combat skill from the suit, because he does mention that the reason why he's able to keep up with everyone is because, like, his suit, like, just, like, logs in everyone's combat skills.
But he doesn't have like
Well,
universal speed.
That is what I liked about Civil War and Iron Man 3 is that it showed that Iron Man can handle himself if he has a little bit of technology. He doesn't need the whole suit. But yeah, at the end of the day, like if they were both like unarmed, Batman would obviously destroy Tony Stark. Like there wouldn't even be a chance.
Sorry, Nuclear Winter in chat said, nope, Raditz wins. All Dragon Ball characters can literally move at light speed. Yeah, but the argument for Batman against Raditz would be that, like, Batman
He's
can
fought
move at
against light speed
too.
characters. He's fought against
Yeah,
Reverse Flash, who can like
Yes.
go back in time with how fast he is, and
Was,
somehow kept up with
beyond
him.
light speed. Exactly.
Yeah, like
And like
can't
this is
underestimate Batman.
like here's the thing, right? Like this is the reason why we say Raditz would lose that fight, because Raditz would go in like, oh, you only have a power level of 5. I can simply flick you away, and then like Batman just like pulls out the shock gauntlets and like fries him.
Or poison. I mean, I know Batman isn't like really into like killing people, but like, what is Raditz gonna do against poison darts or like sleep darts, for that matter?
Yeah, I think the thing is with Batman against other universe characters, is if they are characters that kill, that could put Batman in a tight spot because they'd be willing. Like Raditz, if he doesn't underestimate, which he would, it's in his character to underestimate anyone he thinks is weaker than him. But if he doesn't underestimate Batman, he's just gonna blow him away with
Saturday Crush or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, brutal. He's gonna do double Sunday, bro.
Double Sunday. I
Yeah,
think that those are things only in the games. This is how I know both of you are fucking nerds. Is because that's not even in the anime. Those are just
Wait, what's
video
his
games.
what's his
Video
ultimate move?
game.
Like his ultimate moves like involves Friday, right? Oh crap!
Oh, it's what is it? Friday.
Because it's only in the
Shit, you're right, it is.
Xenoverse games. Like Saturday Crush and like and Double Sunday are in like the Budokai games, but like there's one in like the Xenoverse games that's like Friday.
Why did they give his moves? Why did they name
Oh.
his moves after weekdays? I don't understand that.
I don't know either, actually.
Um,
Crush, Vanishing Kick. This is just from what is this? This is Fighter Z. This is him in Fighter Z.
Fighter Z, bro.
I need to get
Raditz
that
and Fighter
game.
Z.
Okay,
Might as well
okay.
pick a Cyberman.
Yeah. Okay. But like, let's go. Okay, let's go with since we talked about Spider-Man, how would Spider-Man do against Raditz?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man versus Raditz.
I feel okay. I love
Um,
Spider-Man with all my heart, but I feel like Raditz probably will win.
I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
do-
for MCU Spider-Man, he does have feet, I think. So,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
that
So
could be
in this
pretty close.
scenario, like, is Peter holding back?
I don't know.
Yeah, Peter would not hold back because Raditz would be a confirmed killer.
Planet
Yeah,
Fret.
I
Because the
again,
very
it's-
first
it's
thing Raditz does
you
is kill a
can't get-
human. So it's like, yeah, he's gonna already know he's a killer.
You can't get around the precog either with Spider-Man. Like the Spidey sense, like that's gonna go a long way in that fight. Like Raditz he's not gonna be able to do. He's gonna get frustrated. Honestly, he's gonna be caught lacking because he's just gonna be so frustrated because he's gonna be lobbing attack after attack at Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's just gonna be like,
dodge it
haha, you're a
nothing.
loser.
Exactly, making Raditz more and more angry. Oh,
Hey, buddy,
shit,
you need
I
a
just
haircut.
realized something.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I just realized something though. If that fight goes on long enough, it would be night, and then the moon would come out, and then Raditz would be a great ape. He would be an Ozaru.
Would that make him
So-
a bigger
Oh, yeah,
target
and
though?
Spider-Man,
That's a hard one.
right? But Spider-Man wouldn't be able to hurt him physically.
Yeah,
No.
he'd be a lot stronger.
Well, he could use like his
remember,
webs
the
to like
rating gives you a
immobilize him
10
or something.
times. I don't think the webs would keep that size. Like, remember, even the webs don't really keep Rhino down if Rhino
Right.
has the energy.
True.
Right.
True.
Like,
Yeah,
his
I
webs
think
are strong, but
Okay.
they're not like.
Are we giving him the symbiote?
No. You
No,
can't
that's. Well,
That's
if
cheating.
we're counting symbiote Spider-Man, you know what? Captain Universe. Let's give him Captain Universe.
Oh no,
Now
that's
Spider-Man
too much.
wins.
That's too
Oh
much.
my god. Yeah, that is too much.
Captain Universe
That's
Spider-Man
fantastic.
versus Goku.
Yeah, Raditz would be versus Goku. Oh god.
Well, we're talking
I think
base
Captain
Goku.
Universe would be able to beat. Yeah, base Goku. He beat base Goku. I think he would. I think once he goes Super Saiyan Blues, I think Goku would win against Captain Universe Spider-Man.
Sorry, I'm looking up still the moves for Raditz. I'm trying to remember what Day Crush, Weekly Special. Jesus, yeah, why are they all like this? Full power.
Double Sunday.
Double Sunday.
Doesn't he say? Wait, I think in the dub.
Oh,
I think in
Shining
the
Friday.
Shining
That's it,
Friday. There we go.
Yeah. That's
I
what it
think
is.
in the dub he does say, "I'll have to use a double Sunday" or something like that. I think double Sunday is the only one that he actually does say in the anime.
So maybe they just took that and they just went, okay, let's like expand upon that and make other moves for the video games, and that's when they came up with it's Double Sunday, Saturday Crush, Shining Friday, and Vacation Delete. That's another one.
Vacation Delete.
That's awesome. I love that name. I'm gonna take that for my series.
But like and
Wait,
like
what's the
okay.
move called?
It's called Vacation Delete.
Damn.
Okay,
harsh.
and like
It's
I don't
pretty
know, like
good.
maybe like I can like add you guys to a group chat with another friend of mine and Mike's Exotic, because like I would like to actually flesh out this idea a bit. Like okay, we talk about okay, what if these characters fought like X character, like I've been mentioning like DC and Marvel characters like fighting Dragon Ball characters, right? But what if like the DC or Marvel characters like are like they're based off of like the DBZ world? Like what if Spider-Man grew up in like the world of Dragon Ball? So like he has ki, but he still gets like the radioactive spider bite and everything.
Bro, imagine a web Kamehameha. That'd be crazy. Like if it doesn't kill you, then it'll wrap you in the webbing.
right.
I'm sorry to do this. John, you might want to pull up Bunny's tweet really quick, just because it's involving us, so we can at least.
Oh no,
address
are
it
we
while
are we
it's
being
live.
called out?
No, I don't think it's a call out or anything. She's just clarifying, and I think it's a fair thing to clarify because I don't think you or I were really aware of this.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear this up since there seems to be some confusion. When Ember contacted Max and John to produce for us, I was under the impression it was only while Ghosty was on break. Yeah, I thought that too. And I was expected to be a break after his mom died. I made that clear. Yeah.
I didn't. So I was not under that impression myself. Because the way that I understood it was that like Ghosty was out. I could read. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I need to reread that message from Ember Lily.
It could
Because
be
it was Ember Lily that
miscommunication.
reached out. It was probably either way. I'm not mad, and I don't think that that's like we brought it up more for context, just because it's like that's what we heard about it. That's what was the thing. So maybe I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have even brought it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen,
Anyway,
some
back to anime
advice for
discussion.
making a podcast. If anyone's making a podcast, here's some fake advice. This will help you out, right? You need to hire this guy. His name's Mike the Bike to make
Oh, no.
background music for you.
Oh my
That'll
god.
get you far. Just look at Toxic Piplups' new game show, all right?
Yeah.
All right, I did
Oh
that
my god,
Jeopardy
and
theme
like
for him.
Mike will gladly take Clown Booba as payment.
I don't know about that, but hey man, I need the money, all right? Booba's great, but you gotta pay the bills.
I like that mindset. Booba's great, but I need the money.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't need the money, anyways, back to anime, all right?
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, all right? Who would win, all right? Let's check this out, right? Chi-Chi, right?
Oh no.
Hold on, I gotta think of someone who could. Give me a second.
Does she have the rage
Chi-Chi
boost?
Versus, yes, she always has rage. Versus Part 1 Sakura, who would win in a fight?
Oh my god, we're gonna get Maggot Eds back in the
Chi-Chi.
call.
Chi-Chi, sorry.
Chi-Chi, because he's a
It did
skilled
be
martial
Chi-Chi.
artist, and like, are we giving?
Yeah, I don't think Sakura really has anything in Part 1.
because like if in part,
No.
because I would say in part 2, like if she had like the 100 seals, 100 healing seals.
Yeah, 100 healing jutsu.
Well, Chi-Chi's super
1,000,
weak, so I think just regular Part 2 Sakura would win. That's what I was trying to think. Who's really weak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chi-Chi's an interesting one because Chi-Chi kind of like she might scale, like she doesn't scale to like Roshi or anything like that, but she scales to like an adult. Who did she fight in the? Oh my god, when they're all
She fought Goku, but she got knocked out by the wind of his punch.
right. Like I know they're not on the same level. I'm not trying to argue that. But
No,
I'm just
yeah, no, I
saying,
get
like,
you.
At that point, like Goku could blow up a moon. So it's like, like that's a pretty high stakes power. It's like even if she's like half of that, that's probably way more than Sakura can do.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like Chi-Chi. I feel like Chi-Chi at
she
that level,
keeps him
she
in
was
line.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
he's scared
she's a
of her.
scary
so-
woman.
Look, all I'm saying is she's able to control Goku to some degree. Sakura can't control Sasuke.
Damn.
All right, man literally was like, "Yo, you pregnant? I'm out."
Bruh. It's kind of messed up, actually, now I think
He went
about
out
it.
for some smokes and never came back, and Sadara's just like, "Daddy."
Dude, they named their child Salad. Like, why would you do that to your
Dude,
child?
I'm just saying, Sakura produced an Uchiha who needed glasses. Okay.
How come? It's so weird because I don't watch Boruto because I'm just not a huge fan. Sorry, Maggot.
Boruto is basically like the DB, like it's Naruto's version of DBZ, where like they're actually
no. It's trying.
No, Shippuden was Dragon Ball DBZ. What?
No, because like they're
Boruto is
Boruto
is like Boruto will hopefully be Naruto's GT, where they will redo this awful sequel series. It's bad, bro. I tried to watch the anime, I really did, and I think I gave up after 30 episodes because I was like, wow, we really aren't going anywhere.
How
30 episodes into Naruto, we were at tuning exams, bro.
Well, hold
How
on.
powerful
I think we
do you
can
think
all agree,
the
though, best scene in
Jogan
Boruto.
is?
Jogan. Who's Jogan?
I don't know who the hell that is.
But no, what I was gonna say was that the best scene in Boruto by far though is the scene where Boruto thinks he's like all hot, and then he goes up against Kakashi for the bell, to get the bells off him, and Kakashi just pins his head to the ground and just goes, "You ain't shit. You don't know anything. You think you're hot, but you're not. Fuck you."
Your dad actually worked for stuff.
That's right.
Dude, I'm sorry. I honestly, like, I'm sure, like when we actually get to, like, when he's got this cool scar and everything, he's gonna be an alright character. But Boruto, even right now, is such a crap character.
Everybody agrees.
Like, I have a bad childhood. My dad's never home.
Bro. I remember when people were pissed when they were sharing like what Hinata looked like in Boruto, and they like gave her like a flat chest, and everyone was like, "What the hell did they do to
they
her?"
did Tsunade worse.
Yeah. Oh man, Tsunade, bro. No, you know who really got like done dirty was May, I think is her name, the redhead from the Land of Waves or whatever.
Yeah.
That she does like the lava jutsu, which is really cool.
Oh yeah.
She looks.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell?
Dude, Orochimaru is like first pupil. She's fat.
She's the
Gaara's haircut, bruh.
Like the only one who looks cool is Sasuke.
Yeah, Naruto looks good too. I like.
He looks
alright.
Bro,
the mummy hand is dope. What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I got a dip though. It's great talking to you guys.
Hell yeah, bro. That was fun.
Yeah, dude. We'll do it soon. Maybe we'll have to look into that podcast. We'll see what goes on. All right, y'all.
All right, man.
No, and Maggot says no. Anarcho was done the most dirty in Boruto.
He ran away from the debate. Interesting.
Interesting.
He
can't handle my power level.
Bro. All right, let's power scale the commentary community.
Oh my
God. Who would win in a fight, Tipster or Nicholas Diorio?
Okay, like what's the scenario for the fight? Is like they're meeting up at or are they boxing at Creator Clash, or is it like a random meetup at like?
No, it's they're bloodlusted. They're going all out.
Oh, bloodlusted. Well, here's the thing, right? When Tipster's bloodlusted, it's easy to like maneuver and manipulate him. When Nick's bloodlusted, he just goes for the kill. So I think Nick would win.
But here's the thing, right? Tipster has the Mexican buff, right?
Oh my God,
so
he's got the Latino power level.
He's a natural born killer. Exactly, right? Like I'm not Mexican.
The legendary Cholo
Latino,
Tipster's gonna come out, bro.
But Nick has the Italian in him, so he'll call up the mob.
Right.
So
right.
I mean, dude, it's pretty close fight when you really think about it.
Yeah, and like I'm sorry, but any fight that like that Augie would be in, he loses because like someone just threw bread at him.
And they break his twig arms.
Yeah. Okay, what about Smaggle? Who would he fight against?
Smaggle? Oh man. Who would Smaggle fight against?
And does he have DJ Screwdriver helping him?
Yeah, he's DJ Screwdrivers is a support character like in Naruto Ultimate Ninja
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah.
He calls in DJ for rationality.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy versus Mom Max.
No, I think the age difference is too big. Bro, back when Baited broke up, the dream fight was always Tommy versus Keemstar.
Now,
Because back then Tommy wasn't as overweight. Like
he still had
I think
he's still from a few years from the military, so like
yeah, I think he would have actually beat Keemstar back then though.
right now he smokes too much, snorts too much G Fuel.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair to
Dude, the G
Tommy,
Fuel's too strong.
he hasn't had a smoke in quite a while, so good on him.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Remember, kids, smoking.
Who would
is
I
bad.
fight against? Who would be fair for me to fight against?
Flamenco. You gotta go Flamenco.
Flamenco? I could, bro. I would break Flamenco. That's not really fair for him. Even though there's a big height difference, I think I would still pretty. The tallest person I ever fought was like, and I didn't win, just to clarify. But the tallest person I did ever fight was like 6 feet tall.
Wait,
So I don't have a problem with fighting someone taller.
Maggot says Smaggle has the quiet kid powers, so what? She's just gonna pull out an AR?
Dude, he's got his final move is don't come to school.
Yeah. Nuclear Winter is suggesting Smaggle versus Colton. Well, Colton would just use his Discord therapy powers.
Bro, Smaggle would be Colton. I'm pretty certain of that.
Well, is it like skinny Colton who fought Doc, or is it fat Colton?
Well, if it's fat Colton, then Smaggle will just run circles around him, and if it's skinny Colton, then we'll just punch him once and he'll fall.
Wait,
not really.
Maggie Edit says Colton would just grape Smaggle and win. What?
Damn, bro.
Oh my god.
All right, you know who I need to fight? I need to fight Kiwi Sunset.
Oh. I need to give that Kiwi Sunset follow.
No one else is allowed to get the follow except me now. Now that I got it back, I'll never let it go.
I'm just saying, put in a good word for me. You know, I'm a very based guy.
Look, man, I might very well be going to creator class too. So if I run into her, I might give you a shout out.
All right, yeah. you're just doing like a photo op with her, like shout out to Nerdy John. He's a real.
Bro, how much of a W would that be if I got a photo with Kiwi Sunset? Like, that'd be
a pretty big.
That would be like that was the culmination of the whole arc, basically.
the Sunset Kiwi arc.
No, the actual W is if I got her on a date. Now that would be a crazy, bro. That'd be like newsworthy at that point.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
Like,
we're talking about what if like the commentary community was an anime, right? Okay, what's like the perfect anime opening for like the commentary community? Like what song specifically?
I'd have to make the song. I don't know. Like, what do you mean?
Oh no, I was talking like a pre-existing like openings that you know of. Which one would fit the commentary community?
Like from anime?
Yeah.
I know so many. Jesus.
And either we like a really dark song or a really lighthearted song.
Dude, no, do the opening from Daily Lives of High School Boys. That would be a great song to open the commentary anime with. Have you seen that anime?
I have not.
That anime, oh my god, it's literally one of the funniest animes. It's so good. Daily Lives of High School Boys. You gotta watch that. It's so funny.
I don't know. It's I don't know, bro. I'm not flamenco.
Listen, man, it ain't like that. It's just a comedy series, all right?
This is a comedy.
No
it's just chuckles.
Hey, look, man, all right? Look, all right? They're all older than 15, okay?
Okay.
So that's more than we could say about Boy Soprano, all right?
Are they 18?
15.
No.
Because the character in Boy Soprano is 15.
Yeah. No, are they 18?
Well, they're in high school. It's probably not.
No.
But no, yeah, it's basically about these 3 high school guys. They go to like an all boys school, and they're just retarded. That's basically the entire premise. Like they're all stupid fucking kids.
I mean, that kind of does fit the commentary community then.
Yeah, that's exactly why. And then they do there is like an all-girls school that they sometimes get into conflict with. That's like a minor thing,
So that's
but
like
that
the tea
also fits with
community.
how we work here. Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
It is actually a perfect analogy when you think about it.
So like would like Riveter and Tommy be like the head teachers, and then like Xylee would be like
I
the head
guess.
teacher for like the girls' school?
They don't really give any attention to the teachers in that anime, but yes, in this hypothetical, yes, they would be. I gotta think of another one.
Ooh.
It's funny as hell. Yeah, see, Nuclear Winter Breeze.
I would recommend says Nuclear Winter.
Indeed. Let me think of another good opening for something like that. It would be funny to just use the silhouette opening from Naruto, because that's like the meme anime song.
Yeah, oh my god. Or like the Evangelion one.
And you make it super dramatic.
Yeah,
What about
it's like Nick and Augie fighting John Swan.
No, I'll use Cool Angel's Thesis. That's from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah. Well, it's like da hoo. It's just like still images of like every it's just still images of everyone with like the sky background.
Instead of saying Angel, it says Spurg and then an image of Spiral.
Yeah.
Bro, there needs to be like meme anime edits for the commentary community. That'd be so big.
I'm sure they exist out there.
Oh my god, we bring back AMVs, but with the commentary community.
Tommy sees one, he's like, I can't anymore. I quit.
Bro, it's time for the anime infiltration now that we've got
I think there's been too much anime influence.
Hey man, my anime, like, bro, it's my time to shine. I'm an anime guy.
I'm an anime guy too, but like, I don't know, man.
We need to inject even more anime. We need to recommend the greats like Toradora and Bo.
Well, dude, like a lot of my stuff is like if you look at the art that's on screen right now, like the eye, that's like the way the eye is. That's kind of inspired by like how like the ghoul's eyes are in Tokyo Ghoul. If you ever seen that?
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be like some kind of cyborg or something.
No. Like I showed Kat like what I wanted it based off of, and she kind of just took her own thing with it. But she still kept like the whole like vein things, but like instead of making them
we
red.
need to expose Kat. All right, we need to expose Kat. Is she a cat or is she a dolphin? All right, her name is very confusing.
Where is this coming from?
Because her name on Twitter is Magical Porpoise.
Oh yeah, true. But it's like cat.
She's
is she a cat or is she? Yeah. Which one are you? Pick a lane.
Nerdy in the morning tomorrow. Cat expose.
I should do
what
that.
Are you?
And show her. She's like, what the heck? I made good art for you.
It's like this is what you get for betraying our expectations.
Yeah, this is what you get for not making me free art.
Oh damn, bro. Cruel.
Yeah, this is what you get for not becoming my wage slave.
Oh my god. Based? Alright, but who would win in a fight, right? Who would win in a fight? Okay. Ready for this one?
Ready.
Salvo?
Oh no.
Or Seth the Programmer?
Oh. Well, you see, like Seth couldn't make him like eat the poo. Like Salvo would just be down to do that.
Damn, true.
You see, like
That's
the thing
there.
Yeah, the thing is, like they're both like it wouldn't matter. I think it would be like a stalemate.
Probably.
Because they're both like, yes, we are the villains. You know, like you can't really manipulate them.
Okay, who would win a fight, Sora?
Oh my god.
or Spider-Man?
Are we including the forums from like KH2?
Yeah, we're including all the forums.
All right.
I
Probably.
mean, I feel like Spider-Man would still win,
Okay.
obviously. So.
Sorry. Have you seen pictures of the Seth the programmer guy?
Isn't he like the Jack
Yeah,
dude?
like
He's like fucking. Honestly, if he wasn't a pedo, he's attractive. But unfortunately, he's like a fucking weirdo. But he's fucking jacked.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
there's actually a
pretty
lot of
buff.
there's actually a lot of anime dudes who are like really jacked, like specifically the DBZ guys.
Like if they were going,
bro, they got
if they were like actually fighting, he would probably fucking maul Salvo.
I would fight Seth the programmer.
Well, I don't have anything to compare that to. I don't know what you look like.
You've
So,
never seen the glorious Mike the Bike?
No.
Yeah, my face is all over the place. It's very easy
No.
to find.
I should send her
But
that
I will
shock
say
face
this, all
image
right?
of you.
He's buff, right? He's definitely more buff than I am, right? But he doesn't scale to a gun, so unfortunately, I would still win.
Like the
That's
Mike's gun
true.
level confirmed.
Hey man, I went to the shooting range the other day. Oh my god, I should post the pictures of how I did. They were like, "Oh, what target do you want?" And I was like, "What do you got?" And they showed me that they had an Osama bin Laden one. So
Oh
I
my
grabbed
God.
that one, and I got him right in the forehead.
You should have pasted. You should have been like, "Hang on, I got my own thing," and like just pasted like a picture of Flamenco's avatar over it.
Let me tweet it right now. Actually, that'd be actually big. I went shooting. Lol XD. Where is it in this phone?
No, but like when it comes to Sakura, I'm not like one of those. I'm not like a blind Sakura supporter. Like, right? I love Sakura. She's my favorite character. But first season Sakura she would get her ass kicked by like pretty much everybody, right? Like that's
every single person.
Yeah, like it's really not much of an argument. I think like the only person that was competition for Sakura, back like the first part of Sakura was probably Ino, which I guess was kind of proven when they did the what is it called when they did that
exam?
fight? Yeah, and they tied, So I guess Ino was like the only real competition, but that's not saying much. So. And Ino sucks now, anyways. I mean, she's attractive, but she sucks. So,
dude.
Hey, John, I sent you the.
I see
I
that.
sent you the tweet.
Let me show it. This could be you guys if you mess with Mike the Bike.
Yeah, if you don't pay me for the songs, if you try to jip me,
you're gonna hate
you'll
my
end up
quote.
like Osama bin Laden.
I'm surprised Keemstar didn't commission you to make that Salvo song, the P1. The R. Kelly, Kelly parody song.
Keemstar, I think Keemstar doesn't really. I mean, I've never had DMs with Keemstar, so. I think he would need to be like convinced by someone else. He need to be convinced by like someone else that knows me to get him to do that. Mike says, "Don't come to." Okay, good one. I'm reporting your.
Wait, no, Mike, don't.
But no, yeah. I mean, I'd be super happy to obviously do a song for Keem, but he obviously set me up for it.
Right.
Yeah, well, the time is kind of past for it anyways, because it would have been really cool back when the drama first was like going down if he would have commissioned you to do it, and it would have hit really well.
It just
but now
goes
that it's
like
kinda,
full circle.
Yeah. Now it's kind of died down.
I'm gonna hopefully start working on more original tracks for people. Like John's actually hit me up to try and do a theme for his show, so I'll work on that soon. Also, I offered to Piplup because when I watched his game show, it was fun, it was nice, but I feel like it would have been better if there was some background music, because when they're talking and there's nothing in the background, it's a little. I feel like it comes out a little awkward. Like there's too much silence. So I told him, hey, I'll make some background music for you. So I'm gonna work on that.
There you go,
dude. If enough people ask me, I'll become the music of the community, dude.
Mike the Bike
You,
just making
you
everyone's
pretty much
background.
are.
Dude, imagine like
You
you
pretty
just
much
like
are.
you make you just make like a bunch of like lo-fi or like simple like beats and songs for the community, and everyone just starts using them.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be
Blaster's
down.
song is pretty good.
Yeah,
And then
I'd
like
be down
Mike
to do
has
like
like a
royalty-free
schizo,
music for the community.
and then like Mike has like a schizo arc where he's like, "I'm gonna copyright claim you all,"
No, I
and
go
you steal
schizo and I
thousands,
just make avant-garde music.
and then you just steal everyone's ad revenue, and you have thousands of dollars.
That would actually be insane. Like, you imagine, like, I make like a shit ton of royalty-free music, and then like once everyone has it in their videos, I freaking buy I buy the royalties for it, and I'm like, now all the money's mine.
yeah. You just steal like all of Nick's ad revenue. Now
Damn,
you're the
that's
one.
actually kind of scary.
Now
Who
you.
commissioned you to do the Abby song anyway? I think I know.
That was
I
Niall,
feel like
wasn't
I was
it?
told.
It was
Yeah.
Niall and Leona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I
felt
did the
like it was
thumbnail, and I
Niall.
got crap for making the thumbnail.
Yeah, you made the thumbnail.
Remember,
the funny thing
guys,
is, I didn't
drugs
even
are
ask you to
bad.
put drugs on there. I didn't ask you to put drugs on there. I just said to put before and after, but I was like, oh, drugs? Okay, that's actually funny.
Well, who was it? There was somebody that said they knew Abby in real life that said that she actually did have like a drug problem. I can't remember
She
who the fuck
admitted
it
that
was.
herself. I think she did. No. Abby said that like she doesn't have a drug problem, but like her family thinks she does.
I want to say it was Ghosty. I don't think that's right though. I don't think it was Ghosty.
I don't think. I think Ghosty was just adding fuel to the flame. I think I'm just going off of what Abby said. Okay, Abby said she personally does not have drug problems, but the fact that like her family thinks that she does, it triggers her, and like apparently like if her family sees that, that's not gonna help.
Well, let's be
I mean,
honest
like, no
here.
no
She's a little too
offense, like-
chunky to have a drug problem. So
I mean, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, bro, if you're going to be out here making fun of everyone else, poking fun at everyone else, being in this community, and you're getting mad over a thumbnail and a song, like, I mean, we also had happened to Flamenco. Like, you can't be getting mad over that stuff, bro. It's like, especially, like, I have no sympathy for her because she was saying, like, my friend Exotic sounded like a pedophile. It's like, you're saying my friend sounds like a pedophile. Why would I have any sympathy for you?
True.
yeah, as somebody who had like a past drug addiction, Abby is way too chunky to be like an actual addict. I mean, it's just the reality of it. Like when you're on hard drugs, you're gonna lose a shit ton of weight. Like that's just how it goes.
So
So
what I'm hearing is, if I want to shed all this
I've seen
weight,
it.
I just need to get on heroin. Okay, thanks.
dude, meth,
I mean, that's why
meth
I
is a hell of a
started.
drug. I'm
Okay.
telling you, meth is probably the best weight loss drug you'll ever have in your life.
All
I
right,
don't
thanks.
recommend doing it, but like it works.
Thanks for the
But
tip.
I guess I understand her getting upset about it if it's like a family thing, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I get called a cokehead all the time because I've mentioned that I've done a bump like 2 or 3 times.
You are one. You're in Florida,
I mean, I am
man.
one, but that's not the
You're
point.
Cuban in Florida. You're doing cocaine.
First of all, that's racist. Second of all, true.
Third of all,
Bro,
drugs
my-
are bad. Drugs are bad, kids.
Drugs are
My
bad.
uncle is
Okay.
Tony Montana. All right, that's where I learned it from.
you get all the cocaine from him.
Yeah, the ones that all the cocaine he didn't snort got sent right to my room.
Okay, guys, just because I'm a poor white person from Ohio does not mean I'm on opioids. Okay.
All right, can we go back to the Nick versus Tipster conversation? Because
yeah.
I am thoroughly convinced that Nick is like similar to Naruto in the way that he probably has a talk no jutsu. You know what I mean?
No, his
And
talk
so
no
he would
jutsu
try
isn't you becoming his friend.
his
It's
way
like
out
he
of
makes
there.
you feel miserable about your life.
he would just defeat Tipster with his talk no jutsu. I mean, it's
No, his talk no jutsu would be like just like making Tipster feel miserable about himself.
it's still effective, right?
It would be
True.
effective. I'm not gonna lie.
It'd be funny too.
I'm like, oh my god, Tipster's gonna
I
see
like
this.
how
Tipster's gonna see this and go
Turkey
like, what the
Tom.
heck?
I was watching Turkey Tom's conversation with Nick, and Turkey Tom's like, if Tipster gets divorced, he's probably gonna blame you. And then Nick's like, Yeah, that's probably true. he sounded so sad with himself about it.
Yeah.
Well, he
Dude,
was making a
what
joke, and then like the community took it and made it into its own fucking sentient thing, you know. So I kind of get
I
it.
mean,
Like,
dude, what if like
I mean,
remember when
it's
like
funny though.
remember when Tipster said he like Turkey Tom was one of his favorite creators, and then like Turkey Tom just said I don't like Tipster's content.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
that was
yeah.
brutal.
Tom does not. I'm
That's
pretty
rough.
sure Tom does not like Tipster at all.
Oh, that's rough.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's okay because you know Tom did like a whole little segment in his Minecraft, like his most recent upload, where he confused me or what? No, it wasn't him. He was telling Nick about how somebody followed him on Twitter that lives in the same state as him. Spoiler alert, it's me. And
Oh no.
Nick thought he was talking about the piss girl.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
because he
first-
said
I
that.
first
He
for
said
the
that
piss
you
girl.
were, but that's because Tom said that. Oh, like, I think it's one of the Salvo girls because she has
Cause my banner,
this thing
yeah,
in
cause
her
my
banner,
yeah.
and then Nick's like, she has I fucking hate maggot in her banner, and Tom's like, oh,
Yeah. He's like, how do you think that? Why do you think they're friends, Tom? What about her banner says that they're friends?
I love the way Nick, like, because I relate to that whenever my friends do something dumb. I'm trying to get better at it, but 50% of the time, used to be almost all the time, but 50% of the time, I do get really condescending with them. I'm like, now why do you think this is? Like, I get really like passive aggressive about it.
yeah. So you're saying that was a bad idea, did you?
Also,
Bro, okay. No, I'm sorry.
realistically, I think that me and Tom probably live further away from each other than he thinks. Because he was talking about how everybody lives in southern Maine. My guess would be he probably lives more like 3 hours away from me.
Yeah,
Because he was like, "Oh,
let's
she
be careful
probably lives
not
40 minutes away."
let's not dox each other.
No, actually, totally talk to yourself.
He did it to me. He did it to me first. What do you mean?
Well, did he mention your name?
You know what?
Was he like
Tell us-
Maggot Edits
Tell
lives
us Tom's
on?
address right now.
Yeah, he did. He was like, at first he couldn't remember who I was, but then he was like, oh, their profile is something like maggot something, and Nick was like Maggot Edits. So, yeah. It was funny though. I posted the clip. I thought it was funny.
Bro, I got some shade thrown at me on that same video because Tom was like, "All right,
Oh, he
well,
called
I
you
had
irrelevant,
testing."
didn't he?
Like I already. He didn't say that exactly, but he kind of it was insinuated. He was like, "Who am I gonna get on like poopy edits and like, the bike?"
Oh, by the way, you're kind of like fuzzing up a bit there.
It's because I'm doing my rounds at work, so there
okay.
might be some.
Dude, yeah,
internet issues.
dude. No, I think that was Nick who said it, right? I think that was Nick who said.
No, that was Tom. That was Tom. Tom was like, because Nick was like, oh, well, don't blow your load so early. And then Tom's like, I think I did because I got Destiny and Nolan. Who am I going to get on next? Like, and then he said a name, and then he said, and Mike the Bike to debate something, which, by the way, my debates are always the best, first of all. Second of all, I mean, I don't take it personally. I mean, me and Tom are chill. Like, he actually did, if anyone's ever heard the parody album I released last year, he actually did some part for it.
Right. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
And we've collabed in the past when we did the Boogie parody.
Have you ever debated Bunk?
No, I always tell Vunk, like, what are we going to debate? And he's like, I don't know, what's the topic? And I'm like, I don't know, I want something that I can win on.
What about veganism? What about veganism? He loves that debate.
I don't think I would win on that because my opinion is simply that I just like to eat meat. It's not a moral thing. It's just, I just like it. So I wouldn't win a debate on that.
Do you guys know who Jim Sterling is?
I do know who Jim Sterling is.
Okay. I'm just gonna share this with you because I feel like you should suffer as well, Mike the Bike.
Oh God.
And you too, Maggie.
No, why? Where are you posting it? Okay, hold on.
Screen sharing. Look at this.
What the fuck?
February 5th, Sovereign Pro's Heady is the head. Let me tell you why this match is so important to me. Because I'm the kind of girl who promoters tell isn't good enough. In fact, I've explicitly been told I'm not good enough to perform on a show with...
Can I have a hot take real quick? I'm sorry. I don't want to be transphobic in any way.
Say it. Say it.
But Jim Sterling, I feel like if Jim Sterling was fully trans, they wouldn't just keep their name Jim Sterling just because that's the brand name.
Well, Jim, if I were about to say, like, Jim Sterling is an ugly woman.
Well, he is an ugly woman. I
Jim
mean, she
Sterling
is an
was
ugly woman. But...
Well, Jim Sterling was an ugly man, and Jim Sterling is an ugly woman.
Yeah, what? I guess that debunks that whole, if you're an ugly man, you'll make a beautiful woman, and if you're a beautiful woman, you'd make an ugly man.
Well, just look at Chris Chan. Chris Chan was an ugly man and an ugly woman.
True. Wow, I still hold on to the theory that Chris Chan was not actually trans, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh my god, you're gonna summon Harley TBS?
Yeah, second round with Harley TBS.
Oh no, like
that was, I think, that was the most frustrating debate I've ever been a part of. That one was like actually upsetting.
So, Jim Sterling identifies as a non-binary trans woman.
That makes zero sense. If you're not okay, can I just say that's fucking retarded, okay? I'm sorry, but like you can't be non-binary and be trans.
Well, no,
by definition, like non-binary is the lack of gender.
Non-binary, like I've talked to plenty of like non-binary people and transgendered, like what you consider like a traditional transgender person. Non-binary does fall into it, but like it's like it's a weird thing of him combining the two of like, yes, I'm a trans woman, but I'm also non-binary.
You know what? I'm with Destiny on saying that non-binary people are stolen valor for trans people. All right.
Okay. Like, now you're gonna summon Bunk.
I mean, true.
I mean, like if you're just non-binary and that's it, like whatever, that's cool. I'm totally cool with that. But if you're non-binary and you're trying to claim like the trans title, I feel like that is stolen valor because you're not going through the hardships that actual trans people are going through. Okay, I'm actually gonna talk about what triggers me. What triggers me about trans people or non-binary people that don't have gender dysmorphia but claim that the whole them going trans thing is like necessary for them. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that is like kind of like demeaning the people that actually do and are going through like the issues with gender dysmorphia.
Oh, are you telling me this isn't the peak of non-binary right here? Dude, God. Like for real, no.
But like I'm super pro trans people. Like I'm super pro trans people, but like, all right, peace out, maggot.
Yeah, take care.
But I'm super pro trans people, but like, bro, it's like if you don't have gender dysmorphia, I mean, if you're an adult, do whatever you want with your body. I don't really care. When you're gonna preach on trans issues and talk about the struggles of trans people,
oh, dude, like every single game review now from Jim is talking about how Republicans want trans people and gay people dead.
Oh, I stopped watching Jim. I mean, I only watched it for a short period, but I stopped watching him really fast because he got really political really fast. And I think EFAP was one of the things where like I saw his like take on what was it? He had like a crazy take on VR where he said VR was ableist. That's what he said.
Yeah, dude.
VR was ableist.
Dude, did you see him? Like, do you remember? I don't blame you if you don't remember because I know you don't really follow this stuff. But do you remember when Scott Coffin, like, when it was revealed that he like donated money to like conservative parties?
Oh my God, yes, I do remember that.
Jim Sterling then correlated that to Scott wanted the death of LGBT people.
Yes. Yeah, because Jim Sterling's down the same insane pipeline as like Demon Mama is basically.
Yeah, and like he also tried. Oh, I'm sorry. She, because I think like obviously they're non-binary, but they do prefer like if you're gonna not say they them, they prefer the she pronouns. She did say that like she was responsible for Scott Coffin having any success because she criticized his previous game.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the Jim Sterling channel. Last month, she lost 3K subscribers. Her channel's been bleeding for a while.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure the majority of the subscribers didn't subscribe for political takes from a non-binary trans woman. They subscribed because Jim Sterling used to make decent reviews.
Gaming reviews. Or like his
would
reaction to like the
criticize
digital homicide stuff
company.
was great.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
But like
Jim Sterling was
shit.
like my first topic for a commentary video.
Yeah. Base. The first commentary video I ever made was actually on Andy Worski when he backstabbed Tommy.
Oh really? Oh yeah, I
that
think I
was
remember
back,
you telling me that.
whenever that happened. Yeah, but those videos are long gone.
Maybe Mike the Bike made sure to erase them from existence.
Exactly. No one will ever find the video. No one will ever find the video of me in middle school trying to play Satch Boogie on guitar.
Dude, okay.
Anyway, that was in high school.
So Jim Sterling actually used to be around almost 1 million subs, and then she got down to like 900K. Now they're almost at 800K.
Bruh.
And like,
actually terrible.
dude, yeah, and she's talked about this, and she blames YouTube because YouTube doesn't want her to succeed because she's trans.
Oh yeah, of course, because we know that trans people are not treated well on the internet, even though they're like one of the most protected classes. Of course.
Yeah, of course. It all makes sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
It all adds up.
Also, like she stopped doing like IRL segments too. It's just like now it's just like, I know this is funny coming from me, but it's just like some still images every now and then like maybe some footage of the game she's talking about.
Lame. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna be ending the show because it's become the afternoon. Okay, this isn't nerdy in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is nerdy in the morning.
Yeah. The morning is over, all right, people?
Yeah. Anyway, thank
Go
you.
on,
Seriously,
enjoy
though,
the rest of your day.
Thanks for joining me, Mike. It was awesome.
No, of course it was fun. I'll hop off. Have a great day, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, doing the standard YouTube stuff, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know we didn't talk about the Seth the Program drama the entire time, but nonetheless, I think it was a really fun episode today. This is Nerdy John signing out. Y'all take care and have a